And subscribe. Yeah.
Payback's a bitch.
I'm waiting for this File Mr. Rolls thing to come alive. We'll see it.
He's working on it.
It's
We're gonna
live
see what
now.
happens. It's live, yeah, we don't have any images though, we're still offline.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, we can hear us.
I cannot. inaugural episode of Isle of Misfit Rolls presents
Woo!
Gangs of Gotham.
Hooray!
Yay!
Yes.
Woo-hoo.
Dun dun dun.
Give me a little.
Seconds
Well,
to
I promise the energy.
contribute.
The energy will come up. It'll come up. Give me a second.
Indeed, I
Yeah.
apologize if I'm not overly excited immediately. We're dealing with some technical issues right now, but we'll get on with it. The Gangs of Gotham takes. We're using the Blades in the Dark role playing rule set created by John Harper, along with a third party expansion done by a fellow by the name of Airborne Ham for Gangs of Gotham. It takes place in Gotham. Obviously, it takes place in Gotham City, where you play a gang of cutthroats, murderers, or criminals trying to make your living, etch it out while dealing with the conflict of the multitude of vigilantes that call Gotham City their home, not to mention numerous criminals like the Joker, who will probably want you dead. The setting, it takes place kind of in between the Batman animated series and Batman Beyond, so you'll see a lot of similarities from both shows. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce the players for this evening. Starting with, I believe, with John here.
Yeah, I'm John. I am playing Nate Tranis. Are we given everything about our characters here?
You can give like your quote unquote your playbook. I
The
guess.
class or whatever. Yeah, I am a spider. Essentially, I'm a smart boy, and that's about all I've got going for me at the moment. Is I'm a bit smart and I can talk. We'll see how well that fits when I get into the field and do some things.
All right, and then we'll follow up with Erica.
Hello. I'm Erica. I will be playing Renee, who is the glitch, which is the hack version of whatever the magic class is in Blades in the Dark. What's the normal like magical class called?
Oh, that would have to be. If you give me a moment, I can figure that one
We're
out for
so
you.
professional.
Magic
Absolutely.
person. Done. Keep rolling.
Wouldn't be allowed.
I believe it's the Whisper, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, so yeah, this is the
Whisper.
it's essentially it's the whisper except for it's a technical like hacking style instead of it being about magic and stuff like that.
And then we'll follow up with Jenny.
Hello, I am Jenny. I will be playing our Lurk, who's basically a rogue. I'm just playing another rogue, guys.
Talk. Oh.
All right, followed by Adam, of course.
Hey, I'm Adam. I am playing Cameron Kyle. I don't think you said your name, Jenny, but that's
Oh
fine.
no, I did not. I'm playing Maggie Kyle.
No.
Sorry, it's been a long time.
Related? Yes, no. We'll find out very soon. Cameron is a hound, which is basically good at hunting and tracking people down and shooting, apparently. Apparently very good at shooting stuff, so that'll be fun if that comes up.
And finally, we have Mike, the former DM of our Veritas campaign.
I get to play. Which is nice. I will be playing as Corbin your man. I am Corbin West. Hopefully some people are old enough to
Yeah.
get the reference. I'm playing as Corbin West.
Oh, my man.
I'm the face puncher of the group, and my alias is Zeus because I have a shocking personality, I'll say.
I do know that reference. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have no fire.
for longtime viewers, we apologize for being on a hiatus for so long, but now we're back, baby, and it's time for us to begin. All right. So, due to the, I'll jump right in. In the aftermath of a recent attack at Ace Chemicals, the Joker's gang is being investigated by the GCPD, Gotham City Police Department, and currently Detective Bullock, the primary contact of our crew, is currently tied up with this investigation as all hell broke loose, as the entire took 3 days for them to put out all the fires that happened at Ace Chemicals about a week ago.
I'm sure it was totally fine and only one gang was involved in that.
Absolutely, it was
Mhm.
completely coincidental. There was no way that your gang, which happens to be named Pandora's Box, was involved in that incident whatsoever.
What gang? There is no gang.
No, yeah, right. No, we're not
All
I
right.
really.
was busy working in the pizza shop that day.
They don't know about the cover yet.
What
Okay.
cover? We genuinely love pizza.
Yeah, Eiffel Tower.
So.
Is it Eiffel Tower or is it simply called Pandora's Box, the pizzeria?
No, it's Eiffel Tower
Eiffel
pizza
Tower pizza.
Shout out to
Yeah.
the campaign that no one knows that R.I.P.
that
Bless
bore
up.
this.
Which is
Yeah.
all gone now, by the way, when my laptop died.
Oh no!
All
Oh,
right.
so we played a superhero game and the Eiffel Tower Pizza, and it wasn't Papa John's. It was like a Subway shop that I
It
misnomered
was Jimmy John's
terribly.
pizza.
Jimmy John's Pizza.
Yeah.
All right. So you're currently at your hideout, which happens to be located above a building where there's a pizzeria beneath it, which, from what you're telling me, is called Eiffel Tower Pizza. Is that correct?
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, we can't call it Pandora's Box Pizza. That would be giving a literal dead giveaway for our hideout.
Ah,
Like, I
It'd be like
wonder
it'd be
that's
who's
like
okay.
making your
fronting
superhero
there.
name Drake when your last name is Drake, right?
Oh,
Haha.
so we'll begin there then. All right. So the pizzeria, it's a late evening. The pizzeria is bustling as it's a drizzly, rainy night as it typically is in Gotham. The clubbing, the people that would go clubbing on an evening like this are going for hopping from one club or bar to another, and a few of them are coming into your pizzeria just to grab a slice, since most of these bars and clubs don't serve any sort of food whatsoever. It is a quiet evening. You've been laying low, especially in light of what's recently transpired. I take it that most of you would actually be in the hideout proper. Is there anyone in the pizzeria?
Mm.
No, not
Mike, you're
currently.
not smashing
I
tomatoes.
say Mike
Yeah,
loves
you're not
working
making
in
pizza. Oh,
the
I
pizzeria.
feel like all of us like on our screens immediately looked to the little square where Mike is, being like, "Hey, Corbin's making pizza, is he?"
If he is, he's in the back.
All right. So
What time of day is it, sorry?
it's late evening, so it'd be around like maybe 10, 11 o'clock at night. The bars are still open. Pizzerias are running the late crew at this point. And you're doing a steady supply of business here in the Cauldron.
Yeah, so I would definitely have my poolish getting started for the next day.
All right. All right.
For those who don't know, poolish is a ferment for your pizzas.
So
Did you
since
learn
since
this specifically for?
That's why I like our stream. We learn something new while we have fun.
We're gonna learn how to
nice.
make pizzas, everybody. Let's go.
So
Okay.
since Corbin is currently busy in the back doing prep work, and everyone else is kind of upstairs in the headquarters in your little hideout, and I know that Renee likes keeping an eye on things with a multitude of computer screens and camera security cameras. She would probably be the first one to notice as the bell rings, as people start entering the pizzeria. A small group of individuals who clearly do not belong here. They're not your typical night clubbers or anything like that. They're dressed in like leathers and like uh, makeshift padded armor, and several of them clearly have the symbol of the bat either tattooed or done in makeup across their faces and foreheads. These are the infamous Sons of Batman, or Bat Boys, as they're typically called, who a gang of mook level vigilantes that are deal with a lot of crimes in the Cauldron area where you're located, and for some reason, a group of about six of them have arrived in your pizzeria.
Hmm. And so everybody else is like behind me in like in our hideout, right?
Aside from Mike,
Aside
who
from
as
who's
Corbin,
downstairs.
who is currently downstairs in the kitchen, toiling away at whatever he's doing to prep for tomorrow's pizzas.
Making foolish. We've discussed this.
All right. So sitting in front of probably far too many screens with a less blurry camera than I currently have, but here we are. Um is like a beautiful young woman with like thick like blonde hair that's currently pulled up into like like a really cute like little scrunchie. She's in a like a very like again very flattering like sweatpants and like tank top outfit as she's kind of like sitting hunched over like a small like thing of Chinese food. Kind of like half with like the chopsticks in like the dish. Basically I want you to imagine Hacker Barbie, and that's kind of who you're looking at. And she spins around in her chair to like survey what I assume is a what would have been a very spacious apartment that is kind of like set up to be more of like our hideout space. So we have like our TV still and the couches, but there's also spaces for like all of our equipment to be and things like that. And I'll spin around and turn to everybody else and be like, "All right, folks." And she has a headset on with little like bunny ears, and she'll flip down the little microphone and be like, "Oh, we got some company."
Okay. Corbin is completely oblivious to this in the back as one of the Bat Boys makes his way over to the counter and starts talking to the guy who's in front of the cash register. The You can't make out what they're saying per se, but it clearly is becoming a more heated conversation. And finally, the son of Batman, Ganger, like reaches over and grabs him by the scruff of the neck, and almost is trying to forcefully drag him over the counter.
How loud is this?
Um, you're probably hearing a commotion at this point from where you are in the kitchen.
If I hear
Um,
a commotion from the kitchen, I will make my way to the front,
All right.
wiping the
well,
flour off my hands and whatnot.
real quick, also, I'm upstairs watching this.
Mhm.
I'm just a pretty normal white guy. I've got some messy dark hair. I'm wearing dark prescription sunglasses. It's kind of a Robert Downey Jr. situation, where he's just gonna wear them wherever. It doesn't matter that it's always dark in Gotham. Got a long sleeve shirt that's rolled up to my elbows, and I'm just wearing regular jeans. I just look like an average Joe Schmo, but I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Cameron, think we got some fun happening downstairs."
Cameron is legs propped up on a coffee table or an end table. It doesn't matter. Table. Feet are propped up, disrespectful to whoever cleans the place. And he's like,
That's you. You clean the place.
yeah, not, definitely not. All right. And he's going to get up. Cameron, by the way, is a young man in his mid 20s, very athletic and tough looking. Looks like a dude who could fuck you up if he needed to. More of like a gymnast body than like a boxer body, just a big heads up. He's got the little fro and just the top of the shaved sides, and he's wearing just jeans and a leather jacket. And he gets up and he's like, exasperated by the thought of having to deal with anybody off the clock.
Oh my god, like it'll be fine. Just go have some fun, kick some ass. You'll get a little treat after, I guess. I don't know. Ask for some breadsticks.
As you're just as he's getting
Also,
slow,
bring some up when you're done.
as Cameron is slowly getting up and starting to head for the door, Corbin makes his way out of the kitchen, and as I've described, you have six members of the Bat Boys gang currently in the front area of your pizzeria. Clearly, they have chased off any of your local like your normal patrons at this point. And one of them has reached across the counter and is literally half dragged the guy who is handling the register over the counter and is shouting into their face, "Tell me what I want to know," in the cheesiest version of what you assume is his impression of Batman possible.
That's not how the pickup special works.
Okay, so
As you
he
as you
pauses
hear
and
the
he looks
door
over.
open from the kitchen, as I'm taking off my apron, you have Corbin West. Similar hair to my own, similar beard to my own, more attractive. Kind of thinking like John Krasinski from Jack Ryan. Kind of, so he's about 6'2", 6'3", probably about 220, 230. Not huge, but he's definitely not a small man. He's ex-military, and he knows how to handle himself half decent.
All
And
right.
it's just like, yeah, that's not how the pickup special works, boys.
So he's like half pulled your poor guy cashier over the counter, and he like freezes in mid pull and like looks over at you. The rest of his gang is like looking at you as like clearly you've got all their attention. I take it Corbin's an older man because he's ex-military at this point.
No, he's only he's mid to late 20s.
All right. So he says, "This is between us and Jimmy. Don't get involved or you're going to get hurt." He says,
Well,
"Poor
right
Jimmy,
now Jimmy is
you're
under my employ, therefore Jimmy is my problem. Jimmy, if you would have booked today off, we wouldn't be having an issue. But in this establishment, the only red things that get flung around here is tomato sauce.
all
If
right."
you want a
The
pizza, place an order. If not, please leave.
Jimmy is a thin, like rail thin fella who is actually works for your front and is aware of what your actual business is. He's one of your the lesser members of your crew, right? Typically, he's got his ear to the ground, gives you good intel, and he's like faking. He's clearly scared, and he hasn't peed himself yet, but he's getting to that point
That's not good in the
as
restaurant.
You don't mess
as
with
the
Jimmy.
guy who's half manhandled him over the counter, like looks to the other members of the Sons of the Batman and goes and like gives a sort of a clicking sound with his coming from his mouth and kind of like does a finger gun point in your direction as the rest of the members of the gang start circling around the counter trying to approach you from both sides.
That's when the front door opens again. Really? Does it?
The
Yes.
ring is that it opens.
Yeah. But before we came down here, I would have grabbed Maggie and been like, I would have snapped him like, "Hey, eyes up!" You know, like, let's go. There's stuff downstairs. There's a wise guy downstairs.
Oh my god.
What do you look
Okay,
like, Maggie?
and
Tell me all about it.
I know. I know. I go, oh my god. And as I stand up, you see a young woman in her early 20s. She's got tan skin and long neon purple pigtails. Um, she's always wearing her prized cat ear headphones. She's got like a little cropped purple leather jacket and some like long black tactical combat boots. And she's got like the acrobat gymnast build as well. And you see her get up and just kind of like very annoyed follows behind Corbin or nope, Cameron. And he
Nope.
sees.
So, as the bell to the pizzeria chimes, as the front door opens once more, it kind of starts and startles the members of the gang. Half of them like spin around and look at the door, while the others are kind of like freeze in mid step as they're approaching Corbin.
Oh, look, we got some fucking tough guys over here. Oh, I'm terrified as he pulls out two fucking knives. Ah, super scary, these fucking bat boys. Ah, I'm so worried.
Okay. So,
Gentlemen, take it outside before I call the Gotham PD.
they kind of like they look to you. They look to the guy who's drawn two knives, and you know what? Are you trying to intimidate them, Cameron?
I mean, I suppose I can start with intimidation. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
You
and
mean something else?
Can
do you have any sort of command or way to sway them, sir?
No,
I
I'm
will be
only good at
standing
killing.
behind him with a handgun if that can add.
Let's just
Okay,
go in guns blazing.
this escalated quickly.
You know, I
All
use
right.
command
Well,
line,
I'm
telling
just
them all to get
like,
the fuck out of my
I'm just
restaurant.
like holding it, like.
I will look at Nathan because Nathan is the one who can talk. I can only kill, so I will look at Nathan. I'm just trying to
Nathan's
be
not there.
intimidating.
He's
I'm
upstairs.
still
No,
No,
he's-
downstairs.
Nathan's upstairs with me. We're watching
You
you
didn't come
guys.
down?
I'm watching.
Okay,
I'm seeing this
so-
on camera, and I'm going, "What the fuck are they doing?"
I thought you
And
came
he's
down
still
with
running
us.
downstairs.
All right, so-
I've given you an egg roll, by the way. I've given you an egg roll off my shoulder.
I'm not like
as we're
holding
sitting
it
and
out
watching.
aiming, by the
so-
way.
So
It's just
Corbin,
very clearly on my person.
you can make a command roll to try to like intimidate them, and I'm gonna say this is since your crew is the ones that are currently armed in this situation. This is a controlled roll, so like you're controlling the situation at this point. For those who don't know what that means, that means it's a lot easier. It's only on ones through threes that you kind of screw up this roll, or
Okay.
to a certain extent, or fail it. Meanwhile, fours through sixes are just successes. The entire idea of partial successes goes out the window. Perhaps
I
we
have 2
should
in command.
okay, so perhaps we should take a moment here to explain to people who don't know
Perfect.
what's going on what the
Like
rule
us.
set is. So, in the Forge in the Dark, Blaze in the Dark rule set, what happens is you get a bunch of d6s that you get to roll based off of whatever skill you choose is appropriate for a particular action. Typically, what ends up happening is you want to score a 6 on one of those dice you roll, because that is a complete and utter success. Fours and fives often are typically a yes but scenario. There's consequences to your success, aka a partial success, and ones and through threes are failures. You only need a single success. You get to ignore everything else that you rolled under normal circumstances. There is several different types of rolls. Controlled is perhaps what's called the easiest, which means that you are in complete control of the situation. Well, it doesn't actually appear that way at this point. The fact is, the gang has the upper hand. They're the ones with guns and knives, and it's quickly escalating. So it's easier for him to command the gang of bat boys that are currently in the pizzeria. As a result, rather than the fours and fives are now considered to be full successes, and he only fails on a one through threes. And even then, if he fails, the failure isn't as consequential as it would normally be. In this case, it's likely a fight's going to break out if he fails. So you are rolling your 2 dice for command.
Yes, I have 2 in command.
All right, so roll them bones.
Get at least a 4. Good God.
It's a 5.
I got a 5.
You got a
A 2 and a 5.
Nice.
If you look
So-
to the top right of your streaming screen, folks, you will notice that we have our rollies.
So the gang members look around. They see the knives in Cameron's hands, and one of them kind of like, for a moment, they're thinking about drawing their own weapons, but one of them elbows the individual you assume is their leader, and like kind of like gives like thumb points in Maggie's direction, and like looks down. And following his line of vision, they can see like the gun has been like pulled out of its concealed holster by her side, and the leader goes, it's like, we'll discuss this later, Jimmy. And with that, he shoves them back over the counter, and the 6 of them turn and they start heading their way towards the door, trying to act all tough, but obviously watching both Cameron and Maggie very carefully as they leave, the bell chiming as the door opens again.
Just before they leave, I reach over to like the warming area where there's been an order of breadsticks that have somebody canceled an order, and so they're kind of stale. And I'll just kind of take the breadsticks and be like, "Here, at least eat some. At least leave with something." And I'll give them like a half order of breadsticks, a medium breadsticks.
Now they love us. They're our best
Okay.
friends now.
All right.
No
they
cheese though. They didn't get the. This is not an upgraded. It's basic breadsticks.
Look, hot take: cheese on breadsticks subpar to just breadstick.
So
I will agree.
Jimmy, like, as soon as they're gone, Jimmy lets out a sigh of relief and kind of like leans down, putting his forehead on the counter, clearly still shooken up over the situation, taking deep breaths and letting out a sigh of relief.
By this point, can we say that I got downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
You watch as you scramble your way downstairs. Are you going inside the building or outside of the building to get downstairs? Basically, are you taking the fire escape from
I'll
upstairs?
I'll come in from the inside area. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'm gonna come down and gonna see Jimmy. I want to go over to him and have a little chat with him.
All right. He's covered in like a cold sweat. He's shaking a little. Clearly, he's been shooken up by the entire situation.
Mm, Jimmy, you gotta let me know what's going on here. What was that?
It's like I don't know, man. It's like they came in, they started shouting, saying that we know that you used to deal, and they wanted to know about Bliss. I'm not in that shit anymore. I
Jimmy,
just work at a pizzeria.
Jimmy, man, I know you may be new, but I feel like you're the heart of this place. So we just we're gonna do everything we can to make sure that you're all right. If you know anything though, I need you to come to me. How about you
I,
go ahead, take a half-hour break. You're on the clock still. Don't worry about it. Just
15 minutes as Corbin
15
heads back
minutes.
into the kitchen.
All right. 15-minute break. Go out, have a
okay,
smoke, settle down
okay.
a bit.
He,
Nate,
he
you're on
he
counter.
he nods. He's still shooken up, so he steps away from the counter, and he walks into the back. Clearly, he's going to use the back exit to maybe take a smoke break in the alleyway behind.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I assume there's an alleyway behind us.
Absolutely. That's where the fire escape is and everything.
Wide enough for a vehicle
Mhm.
where we keep
Uh,
our pizza delivery van.
Meanwhile, Renee watches, because you probably have surveillance in the nearby area, as those
Mhm.
members of the Sons of Batman have made their way down. Like they're just walking hastily down the street in the drizzling rain, and eventually they're out of sight as they've gone beyond beyond the range of your surveillance. They've departed the area, obviously.
Excellent, wonderful. I send Cameron a text saying, "Don't forget my breadsticks." Also, they're gone. And they went in. I let them know what direction they went off in as well.
And
Yeah.
he starts to text cheese or
Breadsticks.
knows cheese, but he already
They
knows your preference and doesn't even bother with the cheese sticks.
they went north from the looks of it.
Yeah, so they headed north. Also, please bring me my breadsticks.
Yeah.
He grabs the breadsticks
All
for
right.
whenever we go upstairs.
So
Well, now that that's
fortunately,
all over, I go, that was a breeze. And then I just follow Kim.
He's
Can I
like,
listen to my
Guys,
music now? This
real
new
quick.
Sabrina Carpenter album
I
is
mean,
like so good.
real
"Oh
quick.
my god, I know."
I let you guys know so you could come down here and maybe help out Jimmy, the heart of the operation. But maybe knives and guns, starting with that was a little rough. I mean, we don't want to bring the heat here right away, do we?
Now listen,
I didn't
Nathan.
pull it out.
I looked over my shoulder. You weren't there, and I'll say, Gotham City, anything goes.
Got me on that one, Cam.
Is what it is.
all right.
I
Fortunately,
didn't shoot it.
there was no fighting. There's no damage. The police haven't been alerted to the situation. It's all good. Um,
The phone rings during this whole conversation, and all three of you are in the front, and no one's fucking answering the phone.
That's the important part, yeah.
Hey, I don't work here.
Yeah.
I just
So
pretend to sell pizzas.
yeah, you're all hanging out in the front. Eventually, the bell chimes, and just like a pair of half-drunken clubbers come in, and they come up to the front counter, looking around to see who's gonna serve them.
Oh, I'm gone. I got to take Renee her breadsticks, and the thread is gone. I do not care anymore about the pizzeria. Goodbye.
Yeah,
Oh.
of course. You needed an out. I wanted breadsticks.
I'll take
It's a
care of the counter
harmonious.
while Jimmy's on his break.
Okay.
Oh wait, we've only got one employee.
Well, you got multiple employees, but
Oh,
it
okay.
is the late night crew at this point, so it's probably a skeletal crew, especially since most of them like calling in sick when Corbin's on on shift.
Ah,
I guess the joke there is Corbin's on shift most times.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
Mhm.
they're all sick.
We have a high turnover rate. That's all.
All
The
right.
ones that stick get part of the actual gang, though, like Jimmy, the heart of the operation.
The heart of the operation.
So, yeah, Renee, you're watching the cameras. This is a controlled roll yet again. You can make your controlled roll for like your computer tech and everything else for me, please.
Okay, so in this game, it's it's normally in a tune roll. I believe is a I don't remember what it's called. I have it the wrong thing in here, so I'm gonna do I'm gonna call it a computer roll.
It's like
Uh,
tech or something like that.
it's
yeah,
something
it's
Yeah,
like
like a
that. Yeah,
hacker
I'll double
check or
check.
something.
it's some sort of hacker
Which
Oh,
terminology.
it's
I have
interface.
Yeah.
interface.
That's the one.
Thank you. So yeah, it's normally a tune. I'm gonna do a tune, which is now interface. Which I have
All of it.
3 in. Yes, so I get to
Mm,
do 3 d6s in this.
mm.
Beep bop boop boop boop. Highest is a 5. Lowest was a 2.
All right. Since it's a controlled roll, that is a success.
Woo.
So you're keeping an eye on things, keeping an eye on the surveillance. You're watching everything. You're keeping an eye on Jimmy because he's in the back.
And
He's
he's
in
the
the
heart of
back
the
alley,
operation.
and he's the heart of the
We
operation.
have to
He
keep the heart alive.
he's still
Mm.
he's pacing a bit back and forth, clearly shooken up, trying to keep under the overhang in the back to keep dry. When you see him reach into one of his pockets and pull out an inhaler, he proceeds to like bring it up to his lips and like gives it a good spray, and
Do I
just
know if he has asthma?
it's not on
I
his
feel like
resume.
hmm.
He's got full
Um,
medical. We offer medical and dental to our
We
employees.
do.
he kind
However,
he
Not the laws.
cle-
I just
clearly
like the
goes
idea of
through
someone putting on their resume, I have asthma.
the sudden the sudden inhalation from the inhaler clearly gives the reaction of a addict getting their fix as he
uh-huh.
leans against the wall and kind of like zones out a little, exhaling like these what's best described as like fumes from his mouth of a rich pink, almost like smoke for a moment as
Uh-huh.
he just zones out. As you are all aware, there is currently a new drug on the scene called Bliss that is just the rage in all the nightclubs and everything else. It's supplanting stuff like cocaine and heroin on the streets, much to the frustration of the numerous crime families and crime syndicates throughout Gotham City. And
Huh.
clearly, Jimmy's partaking of said barbiturate.
Yep. So as Cameron comes and brings me back the breadsticks, like she's like leaned kind of forward on her desk with like chopsticks, kind of like, like the classic, like you're half thinking of like kind of like chewing on your fork. She's doing that kind of with the chopsticks, being like, uh-huh. Accepts the breadsticks, says thank you very much, and says, hey Cameron,
Yeah, what's going on?
do you want to go bully Jimmy for a little bit? How you feeling about that? Did you want to?
I mean, again, I'm not
You can
great.
go ask Nate to do it if you want.
I'm not great with talking to people, but I do like to bully.
And well, I mean, to be fair, you can grab Nate and you can bully, and he can do the other talking part. Anyway, look, and she'll
Good,
like
bad,
like
bad,
lean
bad.
forward and like kind of like tap on the monitor and go back and we'll essentially have the playback of the the back alley recording of him having bliss. And she's like, I mean, like, I totally believe that he's not a dealer anymore, but like he's still using. And so like don't like freak him out because he's the heart of the operation.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
like maybe find out who's dealing, who's the dealer is, so
Mm.
we know,
Yeah, for
Don't
sure.
tell, yeah.
All right. I'll text Nate to head back because we're gonna go talk to the heart
Yep.
of the operation.
Yep. I'll meet him in the back.
All right. So yeah, so Nate and Cameron make their way to the back of the pizzeria, opening the door, and you don't even get a reaction out of Jimmy, who's just kind of like leaning back in this sort of euphoric bliss, just staring out into the drizzling rain and to like the brickwork of the building across the way in the alley with the multiple graffiti on it and everything else. He's just staring mindlessly at it, mouth partially slack jawed. All the shaking that he was having and the cold sweats have just disappeared. Just water off a duck's back, effectively.
Is he still holding his inhaler?
No.
Okay. Uh,
Also, I would have mentioned it was in an inhaler form and like gone through all that stuff. So yeah, you guys do know what you're looking for.
okay. I'm gonna walk up to him. Like, hey, Jimmy.
He kind of like looks over, a smile plastered on his face, his eyes a little droopy. It's like, hey, boss, what's up?
Jimmy, you've been out here for 3 hours. I said 15 minutes, man.
What?
We can't keep doing this.
He like looks at his phone. He fumbles through his pockets and pulls out
It's
his phone,
Wednesday. Well, you came out
and
here
he
on
like
Tuesday.
looks at it. Goes, "No, I got like another 5 minutes, man."
Jimmy, be straight up with me. What are you doing?
Uh, just trying to get take the edge off,
Yeah? With
boss.
an
Yeah,
inhaler full of bliss?
it's like I'm not. He kind of like looks at you. He says, "I'm not proud of it,
Hand it
but
over.
it's." Kind of sighs and frowns. He goes, man. Reaches into his pocket and like pulls out this inhaler. It's got a bunch of like little like graffiti like stickers all over it, and like just like holds it out to you.
Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm like, all right, you've got one chance here. And you see Cameron here. I He's had a rough night. I am giving you one chance to tell me the truth. Where did you get this?
Some of the clubbers came in like a few nights ago, like last week, I think. And one of them like just left it behind. It's like I don't know. It's like at first I was just gonna trash it, but uh, but I stuffed it in my. But you know how like Corbin is. If he was started throwing out the trash and he saw that in there, it's like he'd freak out. So I put it in my pocket and like I tried it at home and it took the edge off. And, like I've been trying to quit cigarettes for a while and the patches ain't working. It's like this though. It's like I haven't touched a cigarette since I started.
Whoa, Jimmy, you're telling me you don't have a way to get more?
It's like, oh, it's easy to get more. It's like pretty much every club along the strip is dealing. You just need to know which who to go to and who to talk to.
You got a
And
guy?
that's why I need a name right now.
Yeah. What are we doing here? I've had a bad night, Jimmy. Don't forget that.
Got to stab
Really
nobody.
bad night.
Hold on.
Bad night when there's no stabbing.
Cameron's only been like standing up for 5 minutes all night. Like it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah. Other than
I've
that,
been
he was
inconvenienced.
upstairs just watching TV all night.
I've been inconvenienced for 30 seconds. Someone has to pay.
That is too much.
He like says, "I got you, I got you." He says, "All right." He kind of like looks around a bit nervously. You can there's one place I know. There's a guy named Enzo there. He still deals. I assume he's dealing in Bliss. Uh, Normally, you'd probably find him at the Granite Gargoyle Club.
I'm texting all of this stuff to Renee as he's telling me.
Mhm.
And I'm looking up everything and seeing if I can get into like any of their cams and things like that while it's being mentioned.
All right, so they don't have very much of a digital footprint. The Granite Gargoyle. It looks like it was a bar at one point that came on hard times. New management. It's now been turned into a club, and they're not too picky about their patronage.
Yeah.
It's one of
Wait,
those.
so you said it used to be a bar
Yeah. Now it's
in
been
the
turned into
area?
It's like
in
a
the area.
nightclub.
It's
Okay,
one of
then
those
I
kind of
might
like
know it.
for the older generation, kind of like Cheers. You go down a set of steps, you go into a bar,
Mm.
but it's under new management. It's been completely renovated, and now it's just like a giant dance floor with just a little bar, like a little bar on the side, sort of
Yeah,
deal.
like
And
the
they've
place you get drinks. Yeah.
yeah.
So if it's like that and that's right up my alley for my vice or whatever, like
Nice.
is that a place I would know? Like I feel like if it's a dance floor, like I would frequent. But I just don't know how
Um,
long it's been open.
it's not the sort of. I don't think it's the sort of floor that Maggie would normally go to.
Okay.
As in, like, most people are going there. The dance floor is a bit of a, I'd say, front. People are just going there for the most part to like score drugs and what have you.
Okay, so their vibes aren't like good party
They're
vibes.
not
It's
good
like,
vibes.
oh, this is
Rancid.
like, oh yeah, that's where all the like the tweakers go. It's not a good time.
Okay. So can I do an interface roll to see if I can get access to any of their cams or like
Uh, yeah, this one's definitely out of your control though. Let me just see here.
mm-hmm.
I'll just make it a standard roll though.
Okay.
So sixes and fours and fives are partials.
Yep, sounds good. I got 3 to roll and all of them were bad. That's a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
You got the first half.
You
I'm good at
haven't
my
found
job.
you haven't found any security cameras at that place.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's what I figured. Why
Jimmy.
would they keep
Oh,
security cams?
okay.
I'm just complaining.
Jimmy, if I need you to get us a meeting with Enzo, are you able to do that?
Like, what do you mean meeting? He says, like, kind of shaking off the drug induced euphoria.
Well, you're bringing a hot substance into our pizzeria, and we need to make sure that we don't get any more of this in here. We want as little heat here as possible.
It's like, he nods. I understand, boss. Won't happen. I won't bring it in.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that. You're my boy, Jimmy.
Nods. You got it, boss. It's like I won't bring it, it. I won't bring it into the restaurant. You got it.
All right.
Okay. So what are you doing now? It's like you've spoken to Jimmy. Jimmy's got to go back to work.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
real quick,
Corbin will be pissed.
I want to explain. So our gang or crew, we are shadows, which is thieves, spies, and saboteurs. So my assumption is we have a lead on a way to steal drugs,
Yeah.
but
I
probably be the one here. I mean, why would we sabotage it? I don't care about that. But stealing it, that sounds okay.
but also I have a certain contact within GCPD who had
Mm-hmm.
asked us to find a lead on the Bliss situation. I haven't had much luck, but we at least have a name and a location now.
So you want to still help out
True.
Bullock?
He helped us out. He paid pretty well for the last job. We may be able to use this as leverage for the next one.
Fair. So we're gonna pinch Enzo. Is that what we're doing here?
I don't know yet. Let's take this upstairs and talk with the rest of the crew.
All right. So Jimmy goes back into the pizzeria, stands at the counter. Are you telling Corbin to head upstairs?
Yeah, I'm telling Corbin he's got a 30-minute break. He's got to come upstairs.
He's good. Just finishing up. Hangs his apron off, washes his hands, and then heads up. Question for everybody: the inside entrance that goes upstairs, I assume, are we doing it's through the back kitchen, or is it through like a hallway off the main area? Like first door is like the bathrooms. You keep going down further down the hall, it's a janitorial closet, and then further down is a locked door that goes upstairs, or is the door to upstairs in the kitchen area?
I'd say down the hallway.
Yeah, I like down the hallway.
Okay.
Is it a super secret, like, techie
Yeah.
way to get in?
Do we have
it
like a
like-
secret? Is it a secret entrance or is it
No,
like the door to apartment 7B?
That's
Desperado,
pretty
where
much
it's
it.
the toilet that's out of
We're
service.
talking
It's
about a
covered in
cheap
crap.
pizzeria here.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So we're the
I can
apartment above upstairs.
So I almost envision like a joint hallway where there's a set of stairs going up, and then there's a door on the ground floor that goes into the back of the pizzeria, and then there's like a exit out of the hallway onto the street or the alley. Does that make about sense?
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone makes their way upstairs into your hideout in quotations. The hideout smells of the pizzeria that is
And
cur-
Chinese food.
and Chinese
Yeah,
food
and some
from-
Chinese food.
From,
We also got a pizza smelling air freshener.
and,
Just a Bath and Body Works candle.
Please,
Yeah.
Bath and Body Works. It's fresh bread, okay? Hold on, stop. We have
With,
some taste. Renee, would not allow a pizza candle. No, it's bread.
It's just
Okay.
Continue. We're upstairs.
You're upstairs. Everyone's gathered, probably around the glowing screens of Renee's multiple computer monitors.
Oh, by this point, Renee has like built her little PowerPoint, and not even that. She's at her PC, but she's got to hook up to the big like flat screen they have up on the wall. So it's basically like the ninth screen. So she has her 8 and then the ninth, which is the TV. So whenever there's something that needs to be pulled up for everyone to see, she'll just like throw it onto that screen. So she's still back at all of her monitors, and everyone else can sit comfy on the couch.
Fair enough.
I'd like to think that I did not go back to vibing out to my music, and I was kind of like watching as she was looking up different facts about the granite gargoyle and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely blaring the new. I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's not Sabrina Carpenter. It's Sabrina Woodworker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her.
The Sabrina
royalty free.
Woodworker album, absolutely blaring. Not okay. It's on the one hand,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Like, are your little like ear things? Are they also speakers by any chance?
You know what? Yes,
They are
for
now.
the sake of this,
are,
they
yes,
are.
yes,
I've
yes,
got
yes.
them blaring through. It's not crazy loud, but it's just
No.
enough.
The two of us can hear it, and that's what matters.
Yes.
I'm gonna let everyone know we now have a name for our first bliss dealer, Enzo, I believe it was. 1 second.
Yes.
Enzo at the Granite Gargoyle. How do we want to handle this?
Hey, can we cross-reference that name with the list that we got from Bullock?
The list you got from Bullock was a list of members of the Sons of Batman, Bat Boys gang.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
recall.
Yeah.
There doesn't appear to be an Enzo on it. No.
Okay. It's worth checking.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Nope.
he's not a Bat Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nor would
He's just a bad boy.
It's doubtful that gang of would-be vigilantes would be involved in the bliss trade.
Look,
Anyways.
I wouldn't put it past him. You know.
So what's the play? I would
Sometimes you
say
gotta do bad to do good.
do good.
All right.
God, yes.
Nate. Nate
Yeah.
should talk to Bullock to see if this can benefit us in a direct way. But then, yeah, do we want to take this guy out? Do we want to steal supply? What's the move on Enzo here?
We gotta remember this is a big thing. Like this, we don't know how far up this goes.
Find out who his boss is. Just get a name so that like what are we giving to Bullock basically if Bullock wants it?
Yeah, do we want to go straight to Bullock first? Give him names, give him location, or do we want to talk to him first? See if we can find even more.
I mean, or some of us could go and just have a good time.
That's
Ooh,
what you
no.
say every time.
No.
No,
She's
but
got a
I
point this
mean,
time, though.
you know,
Yeah, scope out the place. Check
help
it
it
out.
out.
See if you can go and buy something for, spend a little money. See what you get from there, and then we can totally go talk to Bullock. Be like, hey, we've got some stuff because right now all we got on the one hand, Jimmy, heart of the operation, love him to bits,
We
but
love Jimmy.
we do love Jimmy, but we don't have anything concrete necessarily yet. All we got is his word and then his drugs from some he got garbage can drugs. Which, by the
Yeah.
way, can we
Also,
talk to him about not eating off the floor? It's not great. It's not really good.
Jimmy was.
like,
Jimmy's
are
had
we
a
gonna
rough
trust
past.
the
Okay.
word of somebody
I
who's
know.
tweaking out back? Like,
Yeah, no, I agree. We should just go check on it.
he could be
I don't.
lying.
Yeah, or he just
The
the
heart
wrong
doesn't lie.
place.
Like, oh my god.
Old Jimmy Hat.
You know
Okay.
what?
So
You're right.
Oh
He's
my
not
god, his
lying,
last
but,
name is Hart now.
Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy
You know,
Hart, yes.
Jimmy. Jimmy knows. Doesn't know, but we trust him.
He's
So
a
go
big
check it
dumb
out.
doofus.
It's a big dumb doofus. He's not smart enough. You know what?
You're
He's not
right.
smart enough to lie to us.
Hey, he's new. He's gonna get caught up. He messed up today. There's no doubt about that. But this is why we just gotta.
That's what we're saying. Like, he could not have all the information right. Like, we should double check.
okay.
He's given us an in. How
Yeah.
about that?
So
Or,
we go to the
look,
A
club,
name that he knows,
look for Enzo,
allegedly.
verify he's a dealer, and then maybe find out more information, give that to Bullock. Been like, hey, we're looking into your bliss problem.
Yeah.
See,
So
I
how about
like that
Yeah.
idea.
Maggie Renee? Go have a little fun at the Granite Gargoyle.
Oh my god, I'm gonna place cameras. Is that okay? Can I put I'm assuming I have at
Oh
least
my
little
god, yeah.
GoPros. Maybe nothing
Girl, go do
super
your thing.
fancy. Oh my god, thank you. I
All right,
have a new
so
outfit I've been dying to wear.
just to be clear, Maggie and Renee are gonna go to the club to see if you
We're
can.
Yep.
we're gonna go clubbing and place
I
cameras.
mean, Cameron's gonna go too.
Yes. Oh yeah.
All right. And Corbin and Nate, what are they doing?
I don't know about Corbin, but I'm gonna start texting Harvey Bullock, who is my he's my contact at GCPD, and I'm just gonna say, might have something for you pretty soon. Be ready for a meeting.
All right. You're not getting any response immediately. You assume that's probably because he's still dealing with the ACE chemicals attack.
Don't say
that happened.
disaster. It was dealt with very nicely.
Yeah, it was fine.
The
Hey.
fire lasted for 3 days. That's not
Allegedly.
We didn't start the fire.
It was always
Only-
burning.
It's only been burning for 3 days.
And the world keeps turning.
Look, and the world does keep turning. Yeah, we
right.
totally did. We didn't
gotta
start
let
that
it go.
fire.
Okay. So for those
Mhm.
of you making your way to the club, you go,
Oh.
you get changed. Are you doing it that night, or are you gonna go clubbing another night?
Well,
Oh my
no, because
God,
you said it
it's-
was already super late, right?
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
10 o'clock.
No.
The club's
You
even-
said
the
the
club's not
people
even
were
open yet.
leaving clubs to come to us,
They were.
which means that
they
it's
were
like
club
2 o'clock in the
hopping.
morning.
Oh, it's
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
If they're club
They were-
hopping, it's midnight.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I thought
So-
it was like, oh, we're
No.
done clubbing. It's like 1, 2 a.m. I need pizza because I'm drunk. So
No, they're drunk and they're doing club hopping and they need food.
now I need more time to get ready.
Yeah. Oh my God, I need so much more time than this.
So yeah, you'd probably have
The
to
next
plan.
night.
Two
Next night.
hours? You think I can be ready in 2 hours? Hello?
We are
Oh,
going
I
for a
know you
job.
can.
We're not
I look
really
at her
going for
and
fun.
she looks like she could really just walk there right now and be fine.
Yeah, I could change my outfit and be ready to go for a club. And she's like, "No, oh my god, right now? Who do
It's
you
a
think I am?"
it is a drug club.
Oh,
Yeah,
But we
Don't
still
look
gotta
too
look good.
all right. So
Cameron, you can't walk into a club not looking like you're the best person there. Everyone has to look at me. Every single person.
Sure.
I'm just saying.
okay, so I take it you're waiting until the next night to go to the
Oh
club,
yeah.
Yeah.
and it's Cameron,
Because
Maggie,
we've
and
we've gotta prep the tech stuff too, like our cameras and things that are gonna, so it's not just more that we need more than 2 hours to look good. We
Mm-hmm.
need to get
Which we do.
the tech stuff ready.
Yeah.
okay.
Um
So
too. So
w-
that'll take time.
what we'll do is we'll take a brief break while so that people can like get a drink or whatever, and then we'll jump right into the nightclub.
Before we do
Clubbing
that,
time. Uh-huh.
Go.
just to let you know what Corbin plans on doing. He's going to try to convince Nate to go to a local pizzeria near the concrete gargoyle for research reasons, and also whispers to Nate, when they inevitably fuck this up and need help, we should be close by.
Yeah, okay. Man, Corbin, sometime we gotta talk about this over fascination you have. I love the pizzeria, but man, sometimes you take it a little far.
I heard they have a new prosciutto and arugula pizza over there. I got to try
No
it out.
one knows what that is. Okay, whatever. We're gonna do it. We're gonna go out. We're gonna order a taco pizza, and we're gonna have a good time while we wait.
Did you say a taco pizza?
Dude, taco pizzas? Have you never had a taco pizza before?
No, I just was making sure that that's what I heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've actively not eaten, but I know
Oh,
I've heard of them.
Good.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a, I
So
have a.
Break time.
so 5-10 minute break.
Yeah,
Sound
yeah.
good?
We'll be back, everybody, on stream.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone, take care. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, to our Gangs of Gotham game. We are back, and about 2 nights later, Maggie, Cameron, and Renee make their way dressed just absolutely fabulously to the Granite Gargoyle nightclub. Down a set of stairs, uh, in a long, narrow hallway covered in graffiti. You can hear the thrum of the music from where you are as you make your way to what looks basically like a fire exit door, although there's a big burly bouncer in front of it as you approach, and he like looks the three of you over, and he says there's a $10 admission, and he like holds out his hand.
Come on, can't you make an exception for us?
I thought girls
And I
were
am
cheaper to most
twisting
places.
my really long tails.
He says right, and he's not looking at you two. He's looking at Cameron.
Oh,
Says,
Cameron's not with us.
oh, my apologies.
I'm
Yeah, we're
like
coming in
3
the
My
two of
people
bad.
us,
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rewind. If it's just two girls, he's just gonna let you in then. All
Yeah,
right.
we were very aware this was going to
Sounds
happen.
right, baby.
Yeah. The for those since both Renee and Maggie go clubbing quite often, to say that this club is garish is to put it mildly. The music, there's just too much bass playing in it. There's the fog machine looks like it's basically having an epileptic fit with how it's spewing fog all over the nightclub floor. There's way too much ugly neon lighting everywhere.
Whoa.
It's
Okay,
just
that's my thing.
absolutely hideous. And
Yeah,
as
I
you
think
enter,
it's distasteful. You're like, this is fucking rad.
Little
as
lasers are shooting out of the cat ears.
well
Yes,
as you
I'm not
enter
wearing them today.
the
I have
the
a
the like
headband.
you walk right onto the dance floor. There's just a few people around because that's basically where the entrance walks right into. And stationed next to the next to the door on the dance floor side, you have no idea how they got it down such a narrow hallway or what have you, but it's this large gargoyle statue that has been there's all sorts of faded graffiti on it and everything else, but they've wrapped it in Christmas lights which are blinking in a sort of strobe like fashion as just right next to the door. And it's just like I said, garish decorations all over the place. There's a few. There's a bar with like a dance again neon lighting behind it. There's a few tables. They all have like the blue and pinkish neon lights spewing out from like LED lighting beneath the tables themselves on the far side of the dance floor. And like I said, you have a few people dancing, but they don't seem overly enthusiastic about the situation at all. Uh, there's a constant flow of people going into the bathroom and out of the bathroom. And when they're coming out of the bathroom, they're kind of like a little bit tipsy on their feet, to put it mildly.
Okay, so just to recap, we did prep for this with cameras. How many cameras do we
How,
have?
how, how many little
Like
uh,
nano
Are
cameras.
we in a heist mode by any chance? Or
yeah,
are we
I say we
ooh.
were in a heist mode at this point.
Oh, we're in a
What
Because
does
you
heist.
that
can,
mean?
well, it means that now that you're in a heist, you can do what's called flashback scenes to determine what sort of prep work you've done. Additionally, you can, within reason, come up with what sort of equipment or gear that you brought with you for this job. And bringing a bunch of small, inconspicuous cameras that you can connect to your that you can connect to your servers back home at the hideout seems perfectly reasonable as something that Renee would have stuffed in her little tiny purse.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
assume we maybe split them between us. Maybe
Maybe,
we all
yeah.
have a couple, so that way, you know, like
So
if I
if
get somewhere that you don't, I can put a camera.
so I would have come into this heist. When you do heist, when you go into, I'm gonna call it heist mode. I forget what it's called.
I like
You
heist mode. It works.
yeah, you pick you pick a loadout. Which is you get like points towards each side. I feel like both me and Maggie would have gone light loads because we're dancing and trying to
Yeah.
keep it simple. So if each person has one camera, is that like count as one? Like one charge?
So I would say so. That sounds reasonable.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna mark it as like a one tab on mine, so I have it marked. We have like sheets that have you can tap stuff off. Um, so okay, so that's one of my three that I'm gonna use. Which again we've established earlier that we all were having cameras, but flashback to make it so that all of us have one because
Yeah, and we
everyone's gonna
all
come into this club at one point.
and everything that's in italics is already automatically on our. It's not count free, right?
That's it.
Yeah,
All right.
italics are free.
And I
Okay.
have
Oh, cool.
created
Okay.
our first clock of the night, which is cameras. Uh,
Fine lock. All right.
Okay.
So I'm
So
gonna mark it as a smartphone on mine. Just
yeah,
because I don't have camera in my
that's fair.
okay,
right
yeah,
now. So
Uh,
free.
I'll mark mine as camera as smartphone as well.
so how many cameras are you bringing with you? Out of curiosity.
So I think if everybody else is okay with it, with marking off one, every person has one camera. And we would have discussed beforehand the ideal places to have them.
Okay.
So I think it would be so everyone basically to go into the full flashback. Welcome to the, setup mode. Each of us we're sitting in our like little U-shaped couches in our place, and Renee has a PowerPoint up on the screen that we are are looking at that is basically whatever blueprint layout I could find of the club. I don't know if I need to roll for that or if it's just information we could find. If
All right.
not, I'll have a jot note list of like the places we should put them in.
As we stated earlier from the role that you made to interface that didn't go too well,
Yeah.
there's not much of a digital footprint for this place,
Okay.
so
Perfect.
you
Did we do
wouldn't
what we did last time and go to like City Hall and get traditional blueprints?
I think I would have been too busy getting all the cameras set, at least myself for doing it. But at this point, it's fine because we'll have a list of places we ideally put them. So, for example, like I'll find a place that's near the bar that I
Mhm.
can kind of put it in, so I can see if any dealers are trying to talk to people while they're like at the bar to like, hey, come back to this dark corner and I'll sell you some drugs, kind of a thing. So
Mhm.
that's I think like one place we should have a camera. Um
If
Bathroom
somebody,
hallway. So
yeah,
I put them in the bathroom because we're also rogues and don't care. We can have one in the women's bathroom, one in the men's bathroom, not in the stalls necessarily where you can see anything, but like, you know,
in the
where you
big
could see.
area.
Yeah, in
Okay.
the which is I don't again, as somebody who only has been in fully stalled bathrooms, I don't know how that works with urinals, but like here we are.
So you're looking at one in each bathroom, one at the bar. Any
Mhm.
others, or is just those three?
Well, ideally,
Probably the entrance.
if we
The
can get
entrance is a
into
good one.
Enzo's area at some point, someplace high profile like that,
Mhm.
like obviously, if you have a camera and can get it there, for sure.
I think it's Renee's camera goes in the bathroom. Maggie's camera we're gonna save to go somewhere that we have to sneak to get into because you're going to be the best at that.
Yeah.
And anything also Cameron's camera also can be used for something like that where it's seeking a way to put it somewhere we can't see. So your two cameras are kind of up in the air for your best choice. So it's owner's pick.
Okay.
Um one of Nate or Corbin's needs to go at the bar. Mine'll go in the women's bathroom, and then whoever isn't doing the bar can do the men's bathroom.
Okay. So with the number of cameras you're trying to set up and what have you, I'm going to
Yeah.
go with a 6 tick clock.
Mhm.
to explain to new viewers. Uh, Forge in the Dark games use what are called clocks to determine the successful outcome of long-term and short-term goals. Every time you succeed, you take a tick off of the clock. If you get a critical success, you take multiple ticks off. When it is complete, it assumes in this particular case, we're assuming that you've managed to set up all the cameras where you want them, right?
Mhm.
There are also clocks that are designed like for if for example you're dealing with a situation in which there's a possibility of a security guard or an alarm going off, those would be like a more of a negative clock where they would tick down, and if they went down to zero something bad happens, sort of deal. But in this case, this is everyone trying to set up the cameras, which is a
Mhm.
goal of yours. And as I said, there are 6 ticks to it. So in theory, you would need 6 different successes in order to achieve it over a long period, over a period of time.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. So with Renee and Maggie in the nightclub, where, like I said, there's not very many people on the dance floor. A lot of people are in the lounge area where there are these older looking couches that have seen better days kind of sprawled out there, and there's a stream of people going in and out of the bathrooms as I described earlier.
Mhm.
Every so often, somebody comes up to the bar to get themselves a drink or something like that, and the bartender is this young Latino man with like a pencil mustache, his head almost completely shaved bald, wearing a tank top.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, should we go get some drinks to blend in, maybe?
Oh my god, absolutely. I'm not coming here. Did I arrive sober? Also no.
Uh,
I've had we look, we pre-drank a little bit. It's expensive in this economy. No, thank you.
all right.
Um
So, we're
mhm.
gonna go up to the bar, and I'm gonna try to get his attention.
All right, so
Um,
you come up to the
hey,
bar.
Mr. Bartender.
It's like he kind of like gives you a nod. It says, sees you and Renee there. Hello, senoritas. It's like you're lucky. It is ladies' night, and he like reaches
Oh,
under the
ladies'
bar,
night. Does
and you
that
hear the
include 2 Arkham Island iced teas?
he
Mhm.
kind of like looks at you kind of oddly. Says, "Give me a few minutes," and like he looks like he was about to pop the caps off a pair of beers, and he kind of crouches down below the bar, and he's going, let's see, and he's muttering to himself. You can barely hear it over the blaring music. Clearly, he's trying to figure out how to make a Gotham, a Long Island iced tea.
Oh, yeah. No, see, so there's many islands to Gotham, and I think each island has its own version of the Long Island iced tea.
Correct,
Depending
correct.
on
This
which one you
sounds
choose, the glass
correct.
just gets dirtier and dirtier, and the
Yeah.
booze gets lower
So,
and lower
I don't know why
quality.
Arkham
Don't
is
talk to
giving
me.
green to
Why does
me.
this one have
So,
mucus in it?
Yeah, some Midori. It's got like Midori in it.
yeah,
Arkham's got
Midori,
so,
blood.
some coconut rum.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, there's that
so
melon gin.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
the
Ginger
yeah, yeah.
ale.
bartender stands up and
Mhm.
like he looks behind to where like all the different bottles of booze are like on the shelves, and he starts looking through them. Let's see here. What would a brilliant roll be just to perceive what's going on? Study and survey. If either you want to make a roll for that,
Ooh, okay.
So I've got 2 in study.
okay.
Nothing. No,
You got
Well,
nothing in
I
either?
got
Okay.
Tinker in
yeah.
insight. I can get us in the door, but
Okay.
the rest is up to you.
I'm rolling a 2 on study. I can't see what I rolled. A 3. I
Any
got a
There,
knowledge of
3.
alcohol
Take
help
your
her?
pick, baby.
he's taking his sweet time trying to put your drinks together.
I'm too hot for
So,
this.
um,
I
it
like that
takes
we
him a
also invented a very real drink that we could now.
We could
Bring it to
make
my
get
next
some
party.
God. What did we say?
Arkham Island iced teas.
We said Midori. So it's basically just a liquid marijuana at this point, but like slightly
What the
different.
I don't know what that is. I drink
Oh.
wine.
Oh, it's like it's rum, coconut rum,
So like,
pineapple juice, Midori, blue curacao, and I like a
so
splash of starry.
he
So like
kind of like
replace some
goes.
blue curacao with something red and yeah.
He, he
Eh,
he brings back
the
a
blue just
like
makes it greener.
what you assume is a Gotham Long Island iced teas, and puts them on the counter for you.
I assume it's got some random colors like on the side that looks like he went to go pour something and was like, oh fuck no, that's the wrong island.
Yeah,
I
he's
feel
probably
like
had
It's like some grenadine in there.
He
to be
says,
fair,
he
I
says-
feel like the Arkham Island iced tea is kind of also like a kitchen sink drink where it's like
Oh
whatever
yeah,
you've
yeah, yeah.
got kind of goes into it. It's got like a general base of like coconut rum, Midori, and whatever the non-alcoholic
so like
additive
he
to it
slides
is.
it in front
Oh,
of
we
you.
said
And it's just,
melon gin.
Mhm.
he's like looking at it. As he slides it towards you. It's like, tell me what you think.
I do the little thing. I'm gonna mix the top with my finger that has the nail polish on it.
That's to
Does it
determine
change
if
color?
it is
Roofied.
Laced.
Yeah.
no.
Weed.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
The
not
nail
list.
polish basically changes color when it comes into contact. I think specifically with roofies, but I will look into it.
Yeah, I can't remember. Um, I'll take a sip.
It tastes awful.
Oh.
Excellent.
Tastes
Well,
absolutely awful. He has
doesn't
no
taste
idea
good,
what
but
the
it'll
hell.
make me look better, I think.
He smiles. Glad I could oblige.
I was like a man that just opens a beer.
Yeah. That's typically what he does. Those bottles that he was probably reaching for behind the bar, they've probably never been used.
Covered in
Yeah, there's
dust.
a little speck
Oh,
of
that sounds
dust floating in
correct.
the top of my drink.
Yeah.
I just kind of.
I drink it with the joy of like of being a vague tourist.
Mhm.
As somebody who's not from Gotham, I'm like, oh my god, it's like Gotham chic. Oh, look, a little dust bunny. Oh my god. Casually plucks it out and like drops it wetly on the floor.
Oh
And
my
keeps
god,
like,
we'll have to get you the other islands too.
It's
oh
like,
my
There's
god. You know what? Yes, can we have them also like
there's a
cover them
Blackgate
kind of good?
Island. Oh my god, it's so dark and like
Is
it's
it
so
like
pretty. Yes.
dark rum and glitter?
They
I
put
take
the little
it.
they put the glitter in there. It's so cute.
Oh my
he,
god,
he kind of like leans
please.
over the bar a little and says, you ladies aren't from around here, are you?"
Very insta pick worthy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. No, I like moved here recently. Like I'm not like
Oh,
I'm not from Gotham.
so you're a tourist. It's like, how did
Well,
you hear about the place?
I mean like no, like I live here
Great Yelp
now.
reviews.
Yeah, your Yelp reviews. No, like we just like live like, like in the area and like just have been browsing bars. Like we've been like going to a bunch of them lately and we start kind of like listing all the like local places we've been to, the pubs and the bars to like check drinks out and check the scenes out. And like
He,
this was like kind of like just on the next on the list, you know?
oh, he nods.
Yeah, we're trying to find our spot, Like everyone has
Yeah.
their spot and we haven't found it yet.
No, oh my god,
Like,
no.
hopefully the granite gargoyle will be your spot. Kind of says with a smile.
Hopefully, and I'll take another drink.
Yep. Like
I'm
it's
like holding
it's
back
it's like
the I feel
Mhm.
like it's very like maybe he put too much white tequila in there.
Yeah, it just tastes, like I said, it
Or
just
clear
is
tequila
awful.
and it's like
Like,
No, like this place is like super cute. Like
mhm.
I love the gargoyle.
It's
Like
like low
where'd you
key.
where'd you get him from?
like, uh, it's like it came with the joint. He says,
What?
well, it was here like when we bought the place.
Oh my god, no
Oh, okay.
way. That's so interesting. Like and like I'll go Renee will go on her phone and be like, "Have you like posted him like on your page at all? Like for social stuff?"
Oh my god, yeah, it's like so cute. You could get so many people in here. Just
It's
look
like
at the gargoyle.
we're a bit low key here.
Gargoyle.
Yeah,
I'll get it.
we're a bit low key here. We don't have much of a social media presence.
Oh,
Oh my
that
god, well you should
sucks.
change that.
Yeah, if you like want more customers and more folks to people to come in, unless you're kind of the place that doesn't want that, in which case that's totally fine. I won't say a word.
Are you trying to like persuade him to reveal some sort of information or the like?
I think she is. I think she's trying to be like the haha, like we can help you get more business
Yeah.
unless you don't want this to have more business, winky face.
Oh my
It's,
god. Yeah, I think she's got like so many followers. Pick.
I have like 2,000.
it's like,
Yeah, that's like a
okay,
lot.
what sort of
That's like a
social
lot
role
for
would you like to
Gotham.
make? What
What
social
kind
role
of
would you?
social role?
I have
Let's see.
sway. If that
Well,
helps
I
her. Can she get an extra die for me helping her with sway?
look.
if you spend the stress to help her, absolutely.
I'm super hot.
Mm.
That's all I have. I have no dice to back it up. I just simply am.
So
Uh,
she'll give you a die by giving you by taking the
I love
stress.
it.
Yeah, go
Teamwork.
for it. Go for it. I'll take a
All right,
stress.
1d6, baby. We taking it.
Hey, look at it.
Hey,
That's
it's
a
a
fucking
partial
that's a
Me.
success.
5, baby. That's that Gotham
Eh,
good shit.
this is so. Are you ladies looking for a really good time? That's why you're here,
Oh
right?
my god, the
Oh,
best
we're
time.
always looking for a good time. That's
Mhm.
why we haven't found our place yet.
Yeah.
Says, well, it's like he smiles and he says, you know, I can hook you two ladies up. Just give me a moment here. And he like leans to, like he crouches down behind the bar and he rummages around for a moment
Mhm.
and he it comes up and he places a pair of small inhalers in front of both of you.
Hmm.
They have like a cheesy, almost chibi logo of the granite, the granite gargoyle on the side of it in a sticker. But
Oh
these
no, I
like,
don't have asthma. I'm good.
oh,
I'll be fine.
not for asthma, he says with a smile.
Oh, and
For
like Renee will kind of like pick it up and kind of like take a look.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, then what's it for? Like I can breathe all right.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like he kind of like makes a gesture towards the bathrooms. He says, "Yeah, go try it out in there. Tell me what you think."
And if I like it, like
Okay.
who should I like be asking for if like, need a
Well,
refill?
if you like it, you can just come right back here, sweetheart. He says,
Hmm.
Should
And
I
what
or
ask
would you
for
Chico
like
pay
anyone?
or
me?
Chica or whatever.
Should I ask for anyone
Yeah.
or like
It's like,
Yeah,
you
we're
kind of,
both like twirling our hair and like being
it's
really
like
cute. Yeah.
he kind of, that's for Enzo, he says with a smile.
What'd you say?
That's for who?
Enzo.
Fucking got him,
Ooh,
baby!
Didn't have a name
Enzo.
tag.
Okay.
He does not have a
I
name
like
In a bar
it.
tag.
now! Sketchy bar?
It's very exotic.
Just that part in Cops where all the cops jump through the door immediately. He's like, he said the word.
Pretty
Get him.
under arrest.
He said the thing.
Okay, so I'll take my Long Island iced tea and
Arkham
my
Island.
Arkham
inhaler.
Island iced tea.
My Arkham Island iced tea. And my inhaler, and I'll head back to the bathroom, and I
Mm.
will we'll make sure nobody's in there before I pull a camera out. But
Yeah, and you watched Jimmy get high, so we kind of, and I think I was watching with you, so like
mhm.
you know what the reaction looks like. So
Yeah, yeah, we're not gonna take it.
oh
All right,
no, of
so
course we're not gonna take it. At least
I mean,
not
like,
right
look,
now.
yeah, it's that thing of like Renee sees
Maggie,
you
you're on
looking
the
at her a
job.
little too closely, and it's
Yeah,
like,
I'm on the
look,
job. I'm not taking it right now.
yeah, Maggie, like, look, not right now, but like once that camera's put down, you can do whatever you want, girl. You come
so
back here.
the two of you make your way to the bathroom. The bathroom is pretty crowded, as there are several girls like messing around with their makeup.
Mm.
Some people
There's
probably
lines
actually,
of white powder.
Mhm.
yeah. And there's this one poor girl that's just kind of like sitting on the floor, completely zoned out of her mind, like just staring up at the ceiling, mouth black, jawed, a bit of drool.
Oh my god, yeah, I totally dumped the rest of my drink down the drain, and I do like the girl bathroom code thing where it's like, "Oh my god, you need a hair tie." I have filled my glass up with this is I don't this okay, I don't know if this is a thing, a question you ask in the States, but like you can drink the water here, right? The tap water's okay?
In
In
Gotham?
It's
America?
In some
Gotham.
places,
Look,
yes, you ask,
it's
especially in
Gotham.
Gotham.
but like,
Listen, you grew up
Ace
with it. You'll be
Chemicals
fine.
controls the water, I'm
She
sure.
didn't grow up with it though. She's from
I
Metropolis.
she
didn't.
didn't.
Clean
Yeah, to be
water.
fair, yeah. So she everywhere she goes, she absolutely asks, like, "Can you drink the water here?"
I would know this, right?
Yeah, you can drink the water. You just
Yeah,
want to
you
Right.
can
run
drink the water.
the.
You can
You
drink it at
Depending on the
least
want
pipes,
to.
once.
it could taste a little
You can
metallic,
drink,
but
you can drink it once.
It's got fluoride. It's good
Yeah.
for you.
It's
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
Snap. Ace Chemicals provided by.
Looking at the pipes here,
It's
or
got venom.
the plumbing here, it might be a little metallic in taste, but it'll be
Oh
fine.
my god, that's totally
It'll be
fine.
okay.
So yeah, I dump the rest of my Arkham Island iced tea down the drain, and I fill it with water, and I give it to like the girl who's not having a good time.
The
And
water's a
you
little bit
basically
cloudy, but yeah, you
she'll deal
give it
with
to
it.
her.
She's probably from Gotham.
Mhm.
But yeah, we girl code it for a hot second. And
Oh
while she's drinking it, I'll go
yeah.
and place my camera somewhere. Everyone in here is too
Okay.
high to notice. It's fine.
Yeah,
Mm.
you know, a lot of
I'll
people
play a
are pretty damn
distraction
high.
too if I need to.
Okay. So one of you will need to make a prowl roll. I don't
Oh,
really care who
actually,
does
hold
it.
on. We can.
So I'll
I
give.
can place it for you.
I'm intending to put my camera down, and I go, "Oh my god, it's girl time!" And I give my camera to Maggie to place while I take care of this girl who's not okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Which
I
all this
will.
scenario ends, by the way, with me calling her an Uber to take her home, and I
Fair
walk
enough.
her out the front door to make sure she gets in it. Easy done.
I'm
All
assuming
right.
there's a back corner that I could
Super.
kind of place it in to like face outward, maybe
Super
towards
hard.
the door,
All right.
and like in the main space where like the girls are hanging out.
Yeah, you can looking around uh like on top of one of the stall doors probably would point right out to where the exit and entrance to the bathroom is. Just the
Is
way
there a
you
better vantage point to where I would get more of the area, not in the stalls, like in case someone were to walk further than the stalls to do the drugs or do something illicit? I don't want like a blind spot if I can
well,
avoid it.
okay,
Other than in the stall, because they need their privacy.
obviously. So
Not putting
looking,
cameras in the toilet or anything weird like
yeah,
that.
look, make your prowl roll and we'll see what you figure out.
Okay, so been a couple weeks since I've done this. So my prowl is a 3. I'm rolling 3.
You're rolling 3 dice,
Oh,
yes.
wait, hold on.
Big roll, big roll. Read them out.
Wait, hold on. I
Big
can't
white
see the
whammies. Yeah, you
oh,
roll and you're like, I have 12 pop-ups.
I was looking at the wrong thing. All right, so we said 3d6.
That's right.
36. Yeah.
Ooh.
Nice. You-
Nice.
What you
you
got? What you got? For people who can't see your dice,
4,
because I
5,
have iPad.
6.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
6 being a great success.
Yes,
Oh,
because we're rolling
yeah.
d6s only.
So yeah, you find a nice place to position the camera, and it's probably got a adhesive back to it, so you just stick it right there. People won't be looking won't be looking at it directly, so and the lighting in the bathroom isn't the greatest. So unless somebody's actively looking for it, they're not going to come across it. But it's got a really nice angle pointed outward towards the entrance exit to the bathroom.
Okay, and real quick, this clock, is that for intel gathered or?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You've found out
Yeah.
who Enzo is. You've set up your first camera. So yeah,
And
you're
by the
doing
way,
really well.
Okay.
we didn't mention it, but whenever we're in heist mode, we all have we can all hear and walkie-talkie. So everyone else
got
is aware
earpieces.
that Enzo is the guy working behind the bar, correct?
Yeah. Once we are in the
Yeah,
bathroom
yeah.
and we can do this relatively stealthily. Yeah, you hear Renee being like, "Oh my god, girl, are you okay? Like, can I get you some water? Do you want a snack?" And also you hear, "Okay, so like Enzo's the guy behind the bar," and and all the information comes in from there.
Yeah, I assume that at some point, like when we were playing with our hair, we might have like hit something on our earpiece to be like, "Oh, Enzo." Okay.
True, yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Where is the rest of the crew currently situated?
Cameron is next by himself in line. He was 3 people behind the girls. So he would
Okay.
be a staggered
And
coming in.
Nate and Corbin were scoping out a nearby pizza joint to steal their secrets.
Yep.
Not
right.
like as a different heist, but just to like
What's
basically
in
buy
the
a pizza
sauce?
and taste it and see if he can like too much oregano. I don't like it.
We're,
Yeah,
we're
and then
sitting
come
at
in
it.
the bar.
We're sitting at a table, and I go, Corbin, I really appreciate that you know the full history of how the garlic knot was created. But we're on a job.
But it's
Okay.
genius. The way it's folded, it just holds onto the garlic and the butter so much better. A little bit of parsley on that, so good.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave this up to you.
Not these ones though. Mine are better. And moves it to the
We
side.
need. How can
Let's
we
go.
get ours better?
All right. So,
We've given them enough time to get into trouble. Let's start making our way
Yeah.
nearer.
Don't forget to bring your breadsticks for after the heist because I'll be.
No, they only have garlic nuts. They don't have
Okay.
breadsticks at this place.
Yeah, this
Oh.
is naughty pizza.
so what is
Ooh,
all right?
like that.
Next is
Cam.
Cameron.
Mhm.
So you go to the bouncer, and the bouncer like says, "The $10 admission." Opening his big beefy hand, extending it to you,
Yep,
giving you a look over.
Yep, I hand it to him. I'm not even paying attention to it.
All right, he lets you in.
Cool. So I know Enzo's behind the bar. I know the information that we've talked about. So
That's
what I have decided to do is I'm gonna set my camera. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a look of the place. And Cam is very good at tracking and finding and all of that good stuff, right? Almost supernaturally good at it. I'm gonna do a scout. When you gather information to locate a target, you get +1 effect. I'm going to use Hunt to try to find where Enzo would keep his stash. I know he works at the bar, but like where this bar can't have 100 rooms, so like where's a room that would make sense for him to keep his stuff, like his little work area, because it's a small building, I'm assuming. So I'm like, where is that at, so I can get there?
He's currently situated behind the bar.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very open concept nightclub, big dance floor with like couches and tables and chairs on the far side. No live music, just a bunch of like um big speakers blaring out the music. You got this kind of like fog effect spewing out from you figure there are fog makers around the room that are slowly producing that, and like I said, garish neon lighting everywhere. Some
Yeah.
of it's flickering off and on, giving it a sort of strobe lighting effect. And there's just like maybe 2 or 3 people on the actual dance floor, uh, and that they seem to be dancing rather erratically and with not to the music, but to some sort of something that it seems like that only they can hear.
Okay. Yeah. So I would like. Can I make a hunt roll? I'm assuming it would be in the back or something. I'm trying to find a. Yeah, because you can use
Yes.
hunt to hunt a target. A target can be a person, place, or a thing. So I'm looking
Okay.
for where would this dude hide his stash, or like where would he do business out of? Obviously, it's not in the middle of the floor, so obviously it's probably in the back. So I want to hunt. That's what I'm trying to do.
All right. So make a hunt roll for me.
Okay, and I get +1 effect because I have the scout ability. So just a heads
Fair
up.
enough.
What position is that?
Um, I'd say it's like the regular average one. So it's a
Risky.
6s for a success, 4, 5, 6s partial, or 4 and 5 partial, 1 through 3 failures.
Yeah, risky. Okay, risky, but I get +1 effect if that matters.
Yeah.
But all right. Did it roll? No, it didn't.
Not yet.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, what's a fancy background?
Yeah,
Nice.
I don't know what happened, but yeah. So 4, 5, 5, and I get +1
What
to the
was
effect
that?
if that matters. If you actually
think
click in
he's
your
roll-
character sheet,
Yeah.
it'll do that.
Oh, it's super nifty.
Risky,
The
standard.
fuck?
Look into
So
that
that's
later.
a partial success. All right. So with the partial success, you're looking around. You see somebody come up to the bar and like slip, like order a drink, and when they exchange money with Enzo, and he hands a open bottle of beer. You see that he's also handing off an inhaler with it, and clearly the guy at the bar is paying far too much for it all. So it looks like he's actually dealing right from the bar, from the looks of it.
Right from the bar. And we already were going to try to get one on the bar, but he's actively at it. Okay, I got an idea. Uh, which of the girls is better at distracting people?
Probably
Me.
Maggie.
Yeah, I have a little bit of sway.
Okay. I'll radio Meg. Hey, I need you to come out here real quick. I got a good spot for a camera, but the guy is right on it.
I'll be there as soon as I can. All right, girl, I gotta go. Are you good in here?
Oh my
Or
god,
should
yeah.
we
Like
both go together, or
no, like
no?
it's totally fine. Like I'll be back here. It it is what it as I'm like holding the hair back of the
Like, I
girl who's
assume
like
you
unwell,
also
throwing
heard
up.
it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay,
All right.
well, I'll see
So,
you on the dance floor,
Oh my
and I'm
god, yeah.
gonna
so just to be
I'm gonna
clear,
go.
Renee is escorting the girl out to get an Uber.
Mm.
Yes.
Super.
Maggie is going over to the
Subaru.
bar. Yep.
Subaru.
A Woober? It's a Wayne Enterprise Uber, please. It's a Woober.
Maggie
Uber,
is going
yes.
to go over to the bar to distract Enzo,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
we got finally, uh, we got Cameron who's planning on planting the camera while Enzo is distracted. All right, so Maggie, you make your way back over to the bar. Enzo smiles at you. I take it it's as good as I said it was.
Oh, it might be a little bit better. Hi.
He
Hello.
smiles. That's good to hear. And it's like if you want a second hit, just tell me. Uh it's like I can source it to you. I'll even give you a
Okay.
discount.
What's the going rate for a girl like me?
It's like he goes for you. It's like 40.
Okay. How many hits are in the one that we got?
The one you got looks like it was like one hit and it was done.
A one hitter quitter. All right.
One hit a quitter, but it says, yeah, it's like I gave you a sample pack. It's like the one I'd be selling. It's the one I'd be offering gives you six swings at it.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty good. I really like it.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna like flirt with him for a bit.
Yeah. All right. So make your
Um,
sway roll for
we
me
don't have
then.
to flirt with each other, Gray.
No,
Because this is part of a
that's
setup roll, which helps me whenever I do my roll, right?
that's why I'm saying
Cool, cool.
just make the sway roll.
So, is this controlled or
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you like he's into you, so I'll say it's a controlled roll.
okay. I was trying to do the controlled thing, but like the roll that I can't make it work. All right.
Hmm.
Oh, there it is. I keep looking back at the Twitch.
That's where the
Effect
dice
I'm
are.
assuming is standard, but
The
so
position is controlled.
I roll one, right? Because I have a one in it. Oh, wait, no, I don't get any bonus dice. Ignore that.
That's okay.
So it's controlled. Effect I'm
Mhm.
assuming is standard.
Yep.
So I don't get any additional bonus dice, right,
Yeah.
Adam? Because of how you rolled, you didn't add any bonus dice.
No, you're just doing a sway roll to
Okay.
help me later.
Okay.
So
Nice.
that's a
So it's a 5.
successful.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was trying to see how this new thing works so
That's
that
okay.
I can just use it in the future. So I do only have one in sway, so that came out right, right?
So yeah, that's
Okay,
perfect
5.
because
Perfect.
like
Yeah, I definitely don't have like 3.
you just need 4 or 5 or 6 to succeed on a controlled
Perfect.
roll.
Nice.
So yeah, Cameron, Maggie's got Enzo completely distracted at this point. She's leaning over the bar, talking to him, like doing the hair twirl with one of her fingers, and he's completely into her. He's not paying attention to you in the slightest.
Dope. So, question for you. I could either do prowl, which obviously you're trying to be sneaky or whatever, but also hunt is how you like attack with precision from a distance. I could just is it a sticky camera? Can I just throw this bitch real good? Either one doesn't matter to me.
It does have an adhesive back to it, right?
Yeah, I mean either she. This
What
is
does your heart tell you?
I'm gonna do hunt. I'm gonna as he's distracted. I'm just gonna like behind the back, just throw it up in a corner. That will be like, I'm so good at guys. I'm so good at this shit.
All
You
right,
know?
this
Yes,
is a bit
you're
risky, but
incredible.
by all means, make your rules, sir.
Okay.
I believe.
Now, what do I get for her doing the distraction?
I'm gonna give you an extra die on
An
that.
extra die. Okay.
How
Standard.
many
effect.
d6s are that then?
Bonus die. That'll be 4 d6s for the roll.
Ooh.
3, 6, 2, and a 5. So 6.
So
Success.
that's definitely a success
Hell yeah.
at risky.
Let's go.
All right. So yeah, while Enzo is nice and distracted, you take you take the camera out of your pocket, you peel the adhesive off with your thumb, and when he's not looking, you just kind of like chuck it, and it sticks right there in the corner, pointing down towards the bar. Perfect. Nobody noticed.
Love it. Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Then I'll go over to Maggie and be like, "Oh hey, uh, y'all having a good time here?"
Oh, yeah, we're having a great time. Are you having a good time?
Yeah, cool. Let's go talk over here. This is my sister, by the way. Chill out.
It's like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah. Sorry, Enzo. He's real protective. He likes to make sure I don't get in any trouble. Although it's my middle name, am I right, Enzo?
The thousand-yard stare at the bartender of like, it's true. It's the worst.
Meanwhile, how far
Yeah, I'll
away
follow.
is the pizzeria that Nate and Corbin are checking out?
Across the street.
Like 3 buildings over.
Yeah,
Three
like,
buildings
we're very
over, that's
close
fine.
by.
And what is it? Renee has taken that lady out to get an Uber.
Yeah, it's the bartender being like looking at the bouncer being like, I'm coming back in, but like she needs to go, kind of a thing, so I can sneak back around any lines that are there and just like walk back in.
Okay. Yeah. So you call the lady an Uber, wait till the cab shows up, put her in, send her on her way.
A Woober.
A Uber. Yeah.
There goes her Woober.
A Uber. And you make your way back
Her
down the stairs,
Uber.
heading back to the bar, the nightclub.
Yeah.
And you see the bouncer is kind of standing listlessly, leaning against the corner next to the steel doors to the nightclub. He's just kind of like staring blankly at this point. For a moment there, you think that he may have taken a hit of bliss, but as you get closer, um, something's wrong with him.
Does he have
Hey,
a big smile on his face?
yeah, hey,
No,
sir,
no,
you, and she'll like, approach. Like again,
it's-
absolutely putting on the like I'm a girl, I can kind of do what I want here bit.
so like you kind of reach out, you go, sir,
Like
and you
hand on the
kind of
elbow.
and you shake him a little, and he just falls over at that.
Oh,
Guess no cover. Woo woo.
yeah. Are you guys at the park yet?
We're on our way over.
You're on your
Yeah,
way?
well,
And
I mean,
it's
we
okay.
see this, right?
There's
on
no
it.
We're pretty much
blood.
there.
Is there
They're
blood?
literally like
You're
3
about
doors down.
3 doors down. She's probably communicating to you that this has just transpired.
All you
And
hear is uh-oh.
in the
I'm like, I
nightclub,
fucking
all
knew
of
they
a
were gonna do
sudden,
something wrong. Let's go.
all the power cuts out in the nightclub. Suddenly,
This time, okay, this one time, it wasn't me. Oh my god, are you okay?
the
And she's
music's
like
cut
kneeling
off.
down.
The lighting, the fog machine, the special effects. It's all dark,
Batman
and people
theme?
start screaming.
Okay,
All I've got is the
so
X-Men theme in my head. I'm so sorry.
I have advanced optics.
Uh-huh.
Do I see Enzo
Um,
in this? Like
so
with
advanced
that?
optics, are those
'Cause
like?
I
So are you
took
taking
my
them out and putting them on, or what's the story here?
well, I imagine it kind of looks like tech wear glasses.
Sounds good. So it takes a moment for your eye for the optics to adjust to the sudden departure of all lighting. You see a lot of people freaking out and stumbling around, not sure as to what's going on. Some people are falling and tripping over one another and furniture and what have you. Enzo's like behind the bar, like almost kind of standing motionless, clearly freaked out by just what the everything being cut and what have you. And you're looking around. You see you see your brother. What is it? Brother from another father or brother from another mother, whatever you
No, same
call.
mother, different father.
Yeah, we
Brother from another
have
father.
different
Yeah, yeah,
dads.
yeah.
Wink,
You see
wink.
Cameron.
I
Do you
used
have
to call it
advanced
sister
optics?
from
Oh.
another mister,
Yeah.
but
That's
she's,
the bit.
Cameron also, yeah,
Sister from
he also has his optics out and put on already as well.
All right. So you brought your optics out, and as you're looking around, stepping out of the men's bathroom, is a figure in like dark, like basically a dark bodysuit with like a cloak kind of billowing and a hood over his head, and he's looking around. You can see that faint glow, and probably everyone in the nightclub in the darkness can see the faint glow of like some sort of cyber or some sort of advanced optics in his hood cowl as he looks around. This is not Batman. This is not any member of the Bat family. This is a sinister looking figure who reaches to his belt and pulls out a what looks like a bullwhip, which suddenly like
Indiana
lights
Jones?
lights up with live plasma, illuminating the entire nightclub as Payback has emerged.
So it's not a glow
oh
stick entertainment.
god.
That's a good
Looking
woman.
around, his eyes lock with his eyes lock with Cameron for a moment as people see this guy 'cause in the faint illumination of this whip he has, and are trying to flee at this point.
And I'm wearing a mini dress.
Yeah.
So, question: I
And a
know
gun
who
hidden
Payback
somewhere.
is. Does
Mhm.
Payback know who my alter ego's how does he know who I am? This is the question. Or does he know who
Does
I am?
he?
That's an excellent question.
Because it's weird that he's here.
Here.
It's weird that he's
His,
here.
his eyes have locked with yours, and he seems to be he's walking across the dance floor towards you.
Damn, how many slices of pizza do we have left? Shit. All right. Um, Cameron. By the way, so we didn't say beforehand, but I'm assuming light load would have been the way to go since we were like
Yeah.
actively in a real place.
Yeah, definitely for the girls, you could have probably gone normal because I imagine you'd be wearing more than
Well,
we
normal
were.
is like you are wearing art, like you look like you were a person who's doing bad stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so
You're
street
ready for
clothes
Yeah.
business.
probably.
If I'm in street clothes, I'm light. Man. So I'll look at him and I'll just be like, fuck. And I'm just going to run. Boom. Getting out of the door. I was trying to think, do I have anything to like disrupt his eyesight? Give me one moment if I have anything like that.
Is he tech based? Like he's got tech shit?
It seems that way.
Fuck.
I
Terrible
do.
news. I'm also light.
At this point, me and Corbin are we've probably caught up with Renee. We're looking.
Yeah,
at
we're
the
out there with Renee.
Yeah,
bodyguard.
you would have heard me being like, "Oh my god, bouncer down!" And I think I would have seen at least like in the from like the doorway, the lights kind of go out from inside, and I would kind of be like, "Hey guys, something's wrong."
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Cameron's going to see Payback. See that we're in a dark room full of bad people. I'm going to use one of my load to pull out remote camera drone, which is like a hound companion. Basically, you would have like a dog or whatever, but since it's Batman tech stuff, it's a drone. And I'm gonna have the drone's ability overcharge, allows your drone to move extremely fast and unleash a surge that damages other high-tech devices. So I'm gonna throw a drone at him to do an EMP blast and then fucking run.
So where was this drone hiding on your person? Out of curiosity.
It was in my pocket. It's in my jacket pocket.
So
In his
just a
butthole.
little
Just a
itty
little
bitty
guy.
thing?
It's you know what? Actually,
like a little frisbee.
it was in my front right or my front left pocket. So it's very Dale Gribble pocket sand as I'm just throwing a drone at the sky out of my
Pocket
pocket and then running.
Pocket drone, pocket drone.
All I can see is he reaches in, like pulls out a bunch of little marble-sized drones that hit the like scatter to the ground, roll over to him, and flashbang the guy.
That works for me. Yeah, it's just a drone that I can control and do stuff, but it does do an EMP blast. So I'm EMP blasted and I'm running.
All right, that's your plan. What is we're gonna switch over to your I guess crew names. So we'll go to Maggie, who is known as Nix. Nix, what are you doing? You see that Cameron, aka Artemis, is currently reaching into his pocket and throwing a bunch of mini drones onto the ground, clearly trying to create a distraction as he's turning to book it.
Okay, and I don't know that Payback
This You've never
is
met
his.
this person before. They're big, they're imposing. That
Okay.
that whip clearly looks like it's dangerous. And you don't know if they're a villain or a vigilante or what their story is. In a getup like that, it's either a villain or a hero, because no one dresses like that in Gotham under normal circumstances.
Yeah, but my big bro just ran after him. Way going that way. Um, fuck.
All right.
Oh,
So,
Uh,
is there any sort of role for the Hound for this distraction you're creating?
That's what I mean, if you can find the rule, it's just a piece of equipment. Um,
Okay.
I don't
So
I don't see anything about a role associated with it. Give me a second, I'll look,
so
but we'll see.
You just do like a +1 on
make a finesse roll. You know what? Make a finesse roll for me.
Oh, if I'm
Like you're
running, oh
using
yeah, absolutely, I'm getting out of
Yeah,
there.
make your finesse roll. You're using the gear as a distraction during it. So just
Okay.
make a risky finesse roll for me.
Yeah, it'd still be risky standard. Yeah,
Yeah.
1 and a 4.
Ooh. All right.
well, could be
Okay.
worse.
So you throw down your mini drones. They roll over. They kind of like EMP flashbang, creating this strobe effect in the club as people are running past. Uh, y- the figures that in the cloaked figure staggers a bit before like pulling back with this like and with a loud crack sends the whip across the room towards you as you're fleeing. You feel this sharp burning sensation on your back as it hits, as you can as I guess what is it, Maggie, aka Nix, sees where the whip hits hits Artemis in the back. It since it's glowing this plasma glow, it literally burns the clothes and sears the flesh, as you've taken one harm as you're fleeing.
can I shoot him?
Pulling out a gun.
I have my fine silenced handgun. I assume it
Yeah.
was like, Tomb
An
Raider
under the armpit
style
shot. Pop pop.
on my
Yeah.
like thigh. Wearing a
So
short dress.
you can definitely like pull from your thigh hidden holster your gun and take a shot at him as Cameron, aka Artemis, is fleeing out those steel doors into the hallway.
Okay, how do I roll for it would be finesse, right?
Uh,
But
it
it's also
depends.
fine silence.
Okay, So give me a second here. I'm just looking at your sheet. So finesse
Use no.
is like subtle sleight of hand and the like. It's not finesse would be also like to avoid getting hit in combat, not hurting somebody. You're looking at a skirmish or a wreck or something
Oh,
similar to that
well,
effect.
fuck.
Or a
I thought you
That'll
hunt.
said
be
finesse can be
bad.
used to fight.
You can use finesse to
Uh,
like redirect people fighting you.
yeah, you
Okay.
can redirect them, but you can't try
We're
to
thinking
actually.
D&D rules.
Mhm.
Ah.
Yeah.
Do you
Um,
have hunt by any chance?
I don't. I have Tinker, Finesse, Prowl, and Sway.
So
Mm.
But
yeah,
I get a gun.
the character's more of a sneaky person. You get the one die from the gun if it's a fine pistol, right?
Okay.
So you can make the roll.
I
But what?
will roll that. I don't think there's a way in the thing.
Just roll 1d6.
Well, I was looking for the character sheet, fancy
Oh.
stuff. Oh, is it risky, controlled, desperate,
It's risky.
risky?
You're pulling a gun out. He clearly has a dangerous weapon that can reach you.
Oh, it gave me 2.
You should only
Okay,
have the one.
Oh,
yeah, they were both 6s.
that was a critical too.
No.
Is it
Oh
because it's
no.
risky?
Here,
It's
I'll
roll
do it.
2, take the lowest?
3.
Okay. 3 is not a success. So you
Fuck!
you
I
you
had
pull
2
out your
6s.
gun. You go to take a shot at him. He like reels back with the whip and cracks it in your direction. You flinch a little, expecting him to hit you, but he doesn't hit you. He hits the gun, and it's like a lightsaber. It melts its way through the metal of the silencer and like cleaves off the front of the barrel, turning it into nothing but a
Jesus.
pile of junk. All
Okay,
right.
still in hot pursuit.
So
Oh,
real
great.
quick, I was just because I was looking.
My
Yeah, hunt
big bro.
shooting gun specifically seems to be hunt, but like you could use finesse if you were like, you know, like one-on-one
Trying to
dueling
distract him.
somebody with a sword or like redirecting them. But yeah, shooting a gun with finesse doesn't seem to be.
All right.
Effective.
So Cameron has fled out into the hallway. The blinding light of the steel doors opening, where you have what is it, Corbin, Nate, Renee in the hall uh, as Cameron staggers out into it. You can smell the smell of burnt clothes and flesh fill the air as he staggers out with this nasty burn across his back.
What the hell's going on, Artie?
Oh my god.
He's just running. I'm not. Keep
He
on
just
moving.
he just goes by us. Like,
Just
what
staggers
the fuck
by.
was
Like,
that?
oh.
I'm gonna I guess Renee, get out of here.
Uh huh.
Me and Zeus, we gotta go get Nyx.
Okay. I'll go check at this point, considering everything,
Her
I'm
name
gonna
is
check on
Hecate.
Artemis.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go check on Artemis. Make sure he's okay, and I'll get him back to our place.
So
Cool.
in the club, uh, like I said, light is coming in from the hall as this figure, this this cowled figure, walks up towards Nyx and just walks right past her. A powerful voice saying, "Stay out of this," as he walks past.
Uh, who are you? Fuck you.
He's ignoring you.
Yeah, and I'm pursuing my brother.
All
So I'm
right.
ignoring him. He can eat my
Well,
ass.
there are people fleeing to the exit and fleeing out the exit. Um, so as the masses are fleeing through, you guys come into this nightclub. The lights are dark. The only illumination that you have is coming from the door, the hallway, along with this whip this guy has that is crackling with electricity. It seems to be superheated as it trails across the floor, causing a sizzling and popping sound as it does. As he's this cowled figure wearing black and gray attire is walking towards the exit. People fleeing in front of him. He seems to
Really
be
quick,
walking with purpose.
really quick, just to get it out of the way. I'm gonna take my camera, just place it in the entrance because I know we mentioned we wanted to put one there.
Nobody's gonna notice you doing that.
Yeah,
So you just
yeah.
flop it
There's a
there.
lot going on here. I'm just gonna boom.
Get rid of
That's
that
all.
pizza, baby. We still got a job to
Mhm.
do.
Hell
That's
yeah.
right.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
as I'm running after Artemis, do I see like Enzo's office or whatever?
No, you're fleeing down the hallway with all the graffiti on it to the stairwell
Okay.
that goes up to the street. That's where Cameron's running. He's not sticking around. He's not like poking his head into other doors or anything like that. He's just
Yeah.
getting the hell out of here, I imagine, right?
Oh, I've got a plan, Greg. Don't you worry. We'll get to it when we get there.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
So the figure gets to the door. Cameron and Nate are there. The cowled figure looks at the pair of you. Are you blocking his way, or are you just standing
Not
to the
nec-
side?
not necessarily blocking his way, but we are standing in the way. Like it's not like a on purpose thing. We're just kind of like, what the hell is going on?
The figure
Very
like
little information.
Yeah.
he's taller than Corbin as he like starts walking past the pair of you. You can feel heat coming from this whip he's got as he walks past. He kind of get like Nate's clearly the smaller of the two, so he's kind of like bumps into you as he's pushing past you, sending you staggering back a bit.
I'm gonna hold my position. So if he tries to bump into me, I'm not budging.
Okay, so he
Like not
walks
trying to pick a fight, but I'm trying to delay him.
he walks right up to Corbin, aka Zeus, and like is looking slightly down at you because he's taller than you by just a few inches, and you're having a stare down with the man for a moment. And then in a booming voice, like move.
I move slightly out of the way, but still blocking the way enough to deter, like not give him enough room to walk by, but not enough to like. I'm not fully like, here you go, sir. I'm just kind of like I'm kind of turning a shoulder, but I'm still holding my ground and bracing for him to
Eh,
like shoulder push me out of the way.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen next. So Corbin's a pretty strong, tough dude, isn't he?
No,
No.
He
So,
hits like a tank, but is very
He
sweet.
you know
hits like a
what?
tank, but takes like a healer.
You're
Yeah.
trying to you're trying to stand your ground, right?
hold a position.
Make your Okay, so make a finesse resistance or a prowess resistance roll for me then.
Okay.
So that's 3 dice.
Yeah, 'cause I was going to say under skirmish there is a thing that says assault or hold the position.
Yeah, but you're not violently holding your position. You're just standing
Exactly.
your
Yeah.
ground, right?
See if I can do that the fancy way y'all were doing it. Prowess.
I
And then
can only do it if it's using one of those specific checks.
Mhm.
I think you have to add
Ooh, there it is.
additional dice from.
Nice. So
That's a
even
6, a
with
5, and a 2, by the way.
6 and a 5, yeah. So
Hell yeah.
suffers. So normally, what it would be, you suffer the stress minus the highest die, the result. So you're not taking any stress from the situation as he pushes past you. The man is strong, really strong, like
yeah,
metahuman strong from the feel of it. This is not natural strength coming from him.
yeah. That's what I kind of figured. Like I would get a I would get a potency against him, but I don't think my potency would be nearly enough to bridge
Yeah,
the gap.
yeah. So he pushes past you, and you kind of stumble back like a foot, like a step, as he does. As he looks down the hallway, not seeing Cameron, and
But does he see Catman?
dun,
Dun, dun.
Who?
so what is Cameron doing now that he's gone up the stairs, he's in the alleyway? What's he doing?
Flashback.
Okay.
So, by the way, for those who don't know, in this game you can call a flashback and you have prepared something ahead of time. This kind of all goes into all together, right? So earlier in the day, Cam had set like kind of a nest area just in case things went bad and he needed to either suit up or get other items. He set up like a fallback, a nest kind of a thing. It happened to be above that pizza place that the guys were eating at all day, just because that's a smart idea.
All day.
Or whatever,
A
last
little-
2 hours. So another part of my scout special ability is when you hide in a prepared position or use camouflage, you get plus 1d4 to rolls to avoid detection. So Cam is using his pre-prepared hiding spot to hide from Payback. Like he's been compromised and he's gone. And I mean, good luck finding me. I got Batman tricks. You got Batman tricks. I got Batman tricks. It's all good.
So he makes his way quickly down the hallway, up the stairs, looking for you. Searches. He's peering around the alleyway. Make your prowl roll to keep nice and hidden, taking into account your height, your stash or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I get.
Can I also
1D. Yeah, go ahead.
can I also help him by just yelling out to Payback that he went that way and point him in the wrong direction?
Make a sway roll for me.
As if we know who he's looking for.
Well, I saw
That's our a man.
I saw
flee.
Artemis run out and then him come after.
So
kind of have an idea.
Nate,
You are
make
a master genius.
Make
You
a
are
sway roll
genius,
for
this
me.
is true.
Real quick, the order is so Artemis, then Payback, then me, or Artemis, then
No,
me, then Payback?
You've made your way out onto the street as well. Like you made your way
Yes.
up the
I
stairs.
was just trying to I guess the line order. So is Payback behind me?
Payback is behind you.
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5. So when Nyx, aka Maggie, gets out onto the like up the stairs, where's she headed?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to follow my brother, and if I have to, I have the gymnastics ability. I will do whatever I have to parkour my way over
Parkour.
to the next building.
So,
But I don't have any tracking stuff.
So I take it Cameron didn't tell Maggie as to where he was hiding.
Nope. Just went in this direction,
His
then
hidey hole
disappeared.
is. So he's just vanished off,
He seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah, specifically you see Hecate on the street being like, "Oh my god, Artemis," and then stops and goes, where the fuck did he go? What?
Well, if
And is,
I
like,
am
puzzled.
Everyone's
assuming
always asking, "Where's Artemis?" Not how's Artemis.
No, I don't care how Artemis is.
All right.
I'm your tech guy, not your therapist.
So Cameron,
if I'm to assume that somebody is behind me, I will just try to parkour to a building because I assume I'm on the rooftop now.
okay,
So can I make a roll to make a decision as to which side since I don't know which way he ran?
we'll get to that.
Okay.
I need Cameron to make his prowl roll
Yep.
to see how well concealed he is.
Did I get anything from Hermes?
You succeeded in your prowl roll according
Yes.
to this. Prowess.
Hermes did a sway.
No, he did a sway.
I did sway.
Yeah. Which is a partial success. No bonuses.
Okay, cool.
While he's doing that, Gray, I'm going to quickly go into the club, into the bathroom during all the commotion, and I'm going to stash a camera in the men's bathroom.
That's a partial success.
Yeah, I got a
All
4,
right.
3, 3. So a 4 to hide.
So, all right, you're hiding. The this vigilante or this figure comes out into the alleyway, looks in both directions, trying to figure out which direction you went in. Kind of grumbles under his breath, flicks a switch on the whip, which quickly like cools down, so it's no longer like glowing this scalding red color, and he proceeds to pull back with it and lashes it out at probably the second story of a nearby, or maybe even the third story of a nearby fire escape, and then just swings himself up, getting onto the rooftop, and where Maggie's kind of like up on the rooftops as well. Uh, is
Because I would
Maggie
have been
trying?
ahead of him. I just need to know which way I decided.
Okay,
Because I'm assuming it's like a row of buildings,
yeah.
and maybe there's one behind it and one on either side of it.
So yeah, Maggie, you're starting to head your way down, away from the alleyway, uh, along the rooftops when you see this cowled figure swing up to the rooftop, look around, and he's parkouring himself and also using the whip as kind of to grapple to swing himself from one rooftop to another, seeming to head in a random direction away from you, as he seems to have lost sight of Cameron.
Okay. Um, if I see that, I might find some place to hide real fast.
Right?
Um, so that I can be like, "Where are you?" And I'm like trying to get to Cameron. I- I'm on the rooftops. He's going, and I'll say whatever direction he went into. Are you okay? What's going on?
He'll reply after, I don't know, maybe another 30 seconds to let this guy get even farther away. I'm hidden away. It's all good. Wasn't expecting that. Fucking guy. Fucking
No
guy.
shit. Like, what the fuck?
Who you telling?
Are you good?
Yep, it's a rough life out here for me. Old Cam's, or excuse me, Artemis having a bad time out here today. Did y'all
Uh,
put the cameras up or what? I'm not leaving for another hour,
I
so just a heads up.
okay.
Yep.
Do you need some help?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Hey guys, what's going on in the bar?
It
I
is empty. There is nobody left in the bar aside from the members of your
Enzo?
team.
I
Enzo
lost
probably fled
Cameron.
for the door.
Get
I'm gonna
those
go
Okay,
put a
pizza
camera on the
slices.
I'll
gargoyle.
Get rid of those pizza
Okay.
slices. Let's go.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
well,
find
I'll
Cameron.
try.
He was on the road, and like he's just gone. Like I don't. I'm headed back to
Wait, you
the
can hear
place
him, right?
with
Cameron's
what?
good. Cameron's good. He,
get rid of that.
Yeah, you know what?
fine.
I can hear him. I just wasn't listening because I
Sorry,
was too busy
Artie's
freaking out.
good. Artie,
Okay.
you good?
Hecate, give me some garlic knots.
First of all, fuck you. Second of all, absolutely. Where was that garlic place again? And yeah, hi, welcome to my actions are buying garlic nuts and going home.
So I'll make my way back, and if I can find a spot where, like, maybe if there's a spot behind the bar, like maybe like kind of a shitty kitchen area or like someplace that looks like it might be his office, I'll try to place a camera there if I can.
All right. So you situated a bunch of cameras in the Granite Gargoyle nightclub. It
Yeah.
is currently empty. No one in there. Enzo probably fled with everybody else out the exit when he could.
A masked
Um,
cowl dude busted and you're a drug dealer? Yeah, you're getting the fuck out of there.
you're just getting the fuck out. It's Gotham. You're not sticking around.
You don't know what kind of mask cowled caped thing it is. You're moving.
Yeah, God will
Yeah,
slap
you don't know
in
who
a
it
mask and a
is.
cowl. You're a mask and a cape. You're out. You don't know what. It doesn't matter what team they're on.
Power
They're not
goes
on
out,
yours.
lights turn off. You don't know who is it. The Joker? Is it? You're just leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's
Since
Batman or
so it's
Bane.
just me and Zeus in the bar now, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I'm
Zeus, do you want lighting?
Hmm?
Do you want lights? Zeus,
You're a
specifically.
flashlight.
I'm not a flashlight.
Of course you are.
Does
We
Zeus
do that
want
thing they do in My Hero Academia where you just like put all the like phone ends in your mouth and you charge all of our phones for us, all the
does
cable ends.
does Zeus want the place to be illuminated? Yes or no? Very simple question.
No,
No? All right, so it's still dark. Sounds
I
good.
don't need it to be. No, I rather it be things so I can quickly go over to the thing, stash my camera where I want it to go, and then go from there.
Sounds good.
yeah.
So,
Well,
so
he
you got
do.
all your got all your cameras set up. Everything
I
looks
have a
good.
flashlight, so
All right. Yeah, you have all your cameras set. It's kind of eerily quiet considering how loud the music was blaring earlier this evening. Um,
I
the
was in the wrong
remnants
place, but that's bad.
the remnants of the fog machine, fog or mist on the ground has kind of settled down at this point. And yeah, you're in a large dark room, lack of a
I'll
better.
come on over the over our earpieces. Hey guys, he was pulling Bliss from behind the.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
If
over
there's
there.
anything,
I'm gonna go over to the bar with the flashlight. I want to just look around. Anything I can find, notebook with names in it,
he's
whatever.
got a Rolodex of all of
Yes,
his
I have a
buyers
survey.
and
Old
sellers.
fashioned.
That helps.
Yeah.
He's so looking behind the bar. Um, like there's a bunch of bar fridge, like beer fridges and what have you. But there's also like one of those like old timey like metal cash boxes. And like when you crack it open because it's not locked at this point, it's just a bunch of cash and a bunch of inhalers.
Oh, I'm gonna take the cash.
Good.
Dash
Okay.
that.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't need got.
yeah. I'm putting that in my pocket. That's easy.
Mhm.
Um. Okay, just all right. Well, then I'm gonna motion to Zeus. We got nothing else here. We got our cameras up. Let's head home.
Is there an obvious like behind the bar? Is there a spot where the? I assume this bar does this bar have their own cameras in it?
Not well. Hecate, aka Renee, tried earlier to access their network. Wasn't able to find any sort of digital footprint. If they do have cameras, they aren't on any network that you're aware of.
Okay, I'll do a quick little poke around to see if I can see anything like physical cameras or whatnot while I'm in there. Now that it's not a fucking rave anymore.
You got a flashlight out. You're just kind of searching around. You eventually find one in the corner above the bar. And you're going, aha, and then you go, no, wait, that's one of ours.
Okay, it's clear because I was just gonna say if I did find anything, I was just gonna go put a bunch of volts into it
Yeah, fair
myself and
enough.
then just destroy any footage of us being there.
Fair enough.
Well, it's all off now anyway,
Yeah.
presumably.
Yeah,
So
was I able to find an office to put my camera in?
There wasn't any office per
Okay.
se. There was like a back storage room, some the bathroom stalls, and the bar area, and that's about it. Like
Did,
I
Okay.
said, very open
did we put one
concept.
at the entrance?
Yeah, I did. When
Yeah,
Then
there's
I'll
everyone
put
about
came
one
in.
by the back door, maybe like a side door or back door where, like,
all
people
right.
who don't need to come through the front might go to, just so we can have that for,
You find
pictures and
what you
whatnot.
assume is a back door, but like you check it and it's locked.
Oh, I
But
can pick that.
you gonna pick that lock?
I can pick that lock.
as she's doing that, I'm gonna kind of mention to everybody else, everyone take different ways home and start breaking up.
I'm still
Okay.
waiting for garlic knots.
All
So
right.
I'm leaving.
Is lock picking finesse
It
or
is.
tinker?
Or
Tinker.
Tinker
Oh,
can
it's
work.
tinker.
I'm not gonna ask. Like you got plenty of time. I'm not gonna ask you to like make a roll for this
Oh, okay.
because you're taking your time. Not the best lock in the world. And unlock. Eventually, you unlock it, and it brings you deeper into the building, probably through some service tunnels underneath it.
I'll put a camera like somewhere, but I assume the cameras are pretty small.
Yes.
Yeah,
You've
so
already
I'll
set.
put one like by that door facing out into that hallway in case it's a secret tunnel
All right. So
like situation.
you place the camera there, and now you're out of cameras,
Yes.
and everyone's heading out. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I take it everyone's heading back, taking different routes, but eventually heading
Mm.
back to your hideout.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. I take it
Me and
that
Cameron share some garlic nuts.
Cameron's the last one to arrive. I take it.
With
Yeah.
fresh hot garlic notes.
I assume you have one from one place and I have one from another place, so we can compare them.
The your back still stings from where you were struck. It's a nasty burn, but it will heal over a few days. You figure, with some proper treatment. The question becomes: is how? Why was he after you? And how? Like, does he know your secret identity? I guess that will
My
be
God.
something to figure out next time, as it's like past 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right now. It's time for us to wrap up for the
Yes.
evening.
Okay, it's time.
But
Well, we
before
we get the bit to do,
before
right?
we wrap up, I did take stress, so do we want to do the downtime activities and then also do our playbook advancements
Or
on
we can
stream
do
or off?
the XP, but there's no
Mhm.
downtime activity as of yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the job is left undone. So when it comes to this game, anytime you perform what's called a desperate action, you can mark an XP. And at the end of a session, you get to mark an XP, 1 XP for each one of multiple things that based off of what basically what sheet you have. In the case of
Mhm.
for example, Corbin, if he addressed the challenge with violence or coercion, he expressed his beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, or he struggled with an issue of advice or traumas during the session. Do you think Corbin did any of that? Yes,
The only thing
no.
he did that whole time was just half standing up to Payback as he busted by, and I don't know if that's worth an experience point. So
Yeah. Both me and Corbin didn't really get a chance to do anything.
No, you really didn't.
Next time.
Unfortunately, next time I'll have to make sure you two are in the limelight.
no worries.
For Nate, uh, you addressed the challenge with calculation or conspiracy.
I'd say he
Is
would when he tried to misdirect Payback.
Yes, and not to mention what happened in the pizzeria.
You getting the stuff out of getting the bliss location,
Yep.
and dealers, all
Mhm,
that count.
mhm, mhm.
So I marked it off. Renee, same things. Except she'll get an XP because she addressed challenges with her knowledge or techie skills. So mark that off.
Yep.
Maggie, you addressed it with stealth or evasion. Really.
I think I just rolled for sway. I don't remember
Yeah.
doing a
Yeah.
finesse or anything. I don't know if it, but I think uh, Artemis gets something for the desperate roll since I helped him.
Yes, I think so. And also Artemis would get one for the because he's dealing with an issue with his background.
Would not taking drugs count as an issue with my vice?
No, unfortunately not.
Can't blame me for trying.
So
But
hear me out on this. So I had one desperate
yeah,
roll, right?
yeah.
So that's
So
one.
you get a mark.
You addressed a challenge with tracking your violence. I did that multiple times.
Tracking.
So that's up
Yeah.
to 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I did have the scene with my sister. Does that count as background or no?
I would make an argument that
That's cool.
Yeah.
was a bit.
Yeah,
Shrugging with
I
issue from
would-
your vice or trauma. I mean, yeah, my vice is literally what caused the problem with the vigilante, so I think that one would count. Correct.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. That one would count.
Okay, so I'm only one away from advancement, everyone.
Ooh.
Hell
That was a
yeah.
good one for you.
I almost had to
With
get
an
the shit beat out
advancement,
of me,
do
but
you
that's fine.
get another special ability or
You
For the-
choose what you get to do.
Yeah, you can
okay?
Bump your
That'll be
sk-
fun.
you-
An ability, I believe.
you can bump your attributes or your skills, or you can choose another special ability when you go up. There's a few other options there, but we can go over that later.
Cool,
Good to
cool.
know.
Anyways, we're up to it's like a little bit of a shaky start, but at least we know where
Hey,
we're
we're
headed.
You're getting
learning.
the rust off.
You're getting through the rough
Yeah.
patch at
Yeah.
the beginning. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, people.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I don't know if you had any
Uh,
fancy outro there.
No.
Yeah, great.
No, not yet.
It's-
It's
oh,
like tune in next time to see what happens with Payback and the crew of the Pandora's box. Also, they need to figure what is it? They're trying to figure out what's going on with the Bliss trade. Trying to get in touch with their Detective Bullock, among numerous other things. Let's not forget those horrible, horrible bad boys.
And also making the best pizza place in town.
yes. Eiffel Tower Pizza.
Eiffel Tower Pizza.
Don't forget, guys.
See you in 2
It's
weeks.
not only good
same
pizza.
bat time, same bat channel.
It's big pizza.
It's big pizza.
Everyone take care till then, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
Good night.
Goodbye.